त्वा गणपतिगुं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमम् ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पत आनः शृण्वन्नोतिभिः सीदसादनम् ॐ श्रीमहागणपतये नमः। ॐ शन्नो मित्रः शं वरुणः शन्नो भवत्वर्यमा शन्न इन्द्रो बृहस्पतिः शन्नो विष्णुरुक्रमः नमो ब्रह्मणे नमस्ते वायो त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्म वदिष्यामि ऋतं वदिष्यामि सत्यं वदिष्यामि तन्मामवतु तद्वक्तारमवतु अवतु माम् अवतु वक्तारम्। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्टुवागुंसस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः। स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः।
ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ओम। ध्यायामो धवलावगुण्ठनवतीं तेजोमयीं नैष्टिकीं स्निग्धापाङ्घविलोकिनीं भगवतीं मन्दस्मितश्रीमुखीं वात्सल्यामृतवर्षिणीं सुमधुरं संकीर्तनालापिनीं श्यामाङ्गीं मधुसिग्धसूक्तिम् अमृतानन्दात्मिकाम् ईश्वरीम्। ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै नमः।
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 ॐ पूर्णब्रह्मस्वरूपिण्यै नमः।
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै नमः।
ॐ सच्चिदानन्दमूर्तये नमः।
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै नमः।
ॐ आत्मारामाग्रगण्यायै नमः।
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै नमः।
ॐ योगलीनान्तरात्मने नमः।
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै नमः।
ॐ अन्तर्मुखस्वभावायै नमः।
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै नमः
ॐ तुर्यतुङ्गस्थलीजुषे नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै नमः
ॐ प्रभामण्डलवीथायै नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै नमः
ॐ दुरासतमहौजसे नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै नमः
ॐ त्यक्तदिग्वस्तुकालादिसर्वावच्छेदराशये नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै नमः
ॐ सजातीयविजातीयस्वीयवेदनिराकृते नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै नमः
ॐ वाणीबुद्धिविमृग्यायै नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै नमः
ॐ शश्वतव्यक्तवर्धमने नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै नमः
ॐ नामरूपादिशून्यायै नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै नमः
ॐ शून्यकल्पविभूतये नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै नमः
ॐ षडैश्वर्यसमुद्रायै नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै नमः
ॐ दूरीकृतषडर्मये नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै
ॐ
नमः
नित्यप्रबुद्धसंशुद्धिनिर्मुक्तात्मप्रभामुचे नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै
ॐ
नमः
कारुण्याकुलचित्तायै नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै
ॐ
नमः
त्यक्तयोगविषुप्तये नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै नमः
ॐ किरलक्ष्मावतीर्णायै नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै
ॐ
नमः
मानुषस्त्रिवपुर्भृते नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै नमः
ॐ धर्मिष्ठसगुणानन्ददमयन्ति स्वयंभुवे नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै नमः
ॐ मातापितृचिराचीर्णपुण्यपूरफलात्मने नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै नमः
ॐ निःशब्दजननीगर्भनिर्गमात्पथकर्मणे नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै
ॐ
नमः
काळे श्रीकृष्णसङ्काशकोमलश्यामलत्युषे नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै
ॐ
नमः
चरणष्टपुनर्लब्धभार्गवक्षेतसम्पदे नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै नमः
ॐ मृतप्रायवृक्षेतपुनर्ततेजसे नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै
ॐ
नमः
सौशिल्यादिगुणाकष्टजङ्गमस्तावराळे नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै नमः
ॐ मनुष्यमृगपक्षाय सर्वसंसेविताङ्ग्रये नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै नमः
ॐ नैसर्गिकधया तीर्थस्नानक्लिन्नान्तरात्मने नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै नमः
ॐ दरिद्रनितास्तसमर्पितझान्दसे नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै
ॐ
नमः
मन्यवक्त्रप्रभुक्तानपूरितस्वीयकक्षये नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै नमः
ॐ सम्प्राप्तसर्वभूतात्मस्वात्मसत्तानुभूतये नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै
ॐ
नमः
अशिक्षितस्वयं स्वान्तस्पृत्कृष्णविभूतये नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै
ॐ
नमः
अच्छन्नमधुरोदारकृष्णलीलानसन्दये नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै
ॐ
नमः
नन्दात्मजमुखालोकनित्योत्कण्ठितचेतसे नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै
ॐ
नमः
गोविन्दविप्रयोगाय तावदक्तान्तरात्मने नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै
ॐ
नमः
योगशोकसम्मूर्च्छाभुः नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै
ॐ
नमः
सारमेयादविहितशुश्रूषालब्धबद्धये नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै
ॐ
नमः
प्रेमभक्तिबलाकृष्टप्रादुर्भावतशाङ्घिने नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै
ॐ
नमः
कृष्णाल्लोकमहाल्लादध्वशोकान्तरात्मने नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै नमः
ॐ काञ्चीचन्द्रकमञ्जीरवंशीशोभिसुभूधृशे नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै नमः
ॐ सार्वत्रिकऋषिकेशसान्निध्यलहरीस्पृशे नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै
ॐ
नमः
सुस्मेरतन्मुखालोकविस्मैरोत्फुल्लदृष्टये नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै
ॐ
नमः
तत्कान्तियमुनास्पर्शहृष्टरोमाङ्गेष्टये नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै
ॐ
नमः
अप्रतीक्षितसम्प्राप्तदेवीरूपोपलब्धये नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै
ॐ
नमः
तानि पद्मसुवद्भीनाशोभमानाम्बिकाध्वशे नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै
ॐ
नमः
देवी सद्यहस्तिरोदानतापवितचेतसे नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै
ॐ
नमः
दीनरोदनिर्घोषदिर्नदिक्कर्णवर्तमने नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै नमः
ॐ त्यक्तानपानिनिद्रादिसर्वदैहिकधर्मणे नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै
ॐ
नमः
कृतादिसमानीतवक्षपोषितवर्ष्मणे नमः
ॐ
ॐ
अमृतेश्वर्यै नमः
वीणादिश्यन्त्यसङ्गीतल्लाडितश्रुतिनाळये नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै
ॐ
नमः
अपारपरमानन्दलहरीमग्नचेतसे नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै
ॐ
नमः
चण्डिका भीकराकारदर्शनालब्धशर्मणे नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै
ॐ
नमः
शान्तरूपमृतजरिवानारवृथात्मने नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै
ॐ
नमः
शारदा स्मारकाशेषस्वभावगुणसम्पदे नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै नमः
ॐ प्रतिबिम्बितचान्द्रे शारदोभयमूर्तये नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै
ॐ
नमः
तन्नाटकाभिनयन नित्यरङ्गयितात्मने नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै
ॐ
नमः
चान्द्रिय शारदा कैलिकल्लोलितशुधाप्तये नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै
ॐ
नमः
उत्तेजितपृगक्षेत्रदैवचैतन्यरंहसे नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै
ॐ
नमः
भूयः प्रत्यवरुद्धाशदिव्यसंस्कारराशये नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै नमः
ॐ प्राकृताद्भूतानन्तकल्याणगुणसिन्धवे नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै नमः
ॐ ऐश्वर्यवीर्यकीर्तिश्रीज्ञानवैराग्यवेश्मने नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै
ॐ
नमः
पातबालगोपालवेशभूषाविभूतये नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै
ॐ
नमः
स्मेरस्निग्धकटाक्षायै नमः
ॐ
ॐ
अमृतेश्वर्यै नमः
स्वैरादुषितवेधये नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै
ॐ
नमः
पिच्चकुण्डलमञ्जीरवंशिका नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै
ॐ
नमः
भक्तलोकाकिलाभीष्टपूर्णप्रीणने च वे नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै
ॐ
नमः
पीठारूढमहादेवी भावभास्वरमूर्तये नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै
ॐ
नमः
भूषणाम्बरवेशश्रीदीप्यमानां गयष्टये नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै नमः
ॐ सुप्रसन्नमुखाम्बोजवराभयदवाणे नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै
ॐ
नमः
किरीटशनाकर्णपूरस्वर्णपटीभृते नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै
ॐ
नमः
जिह्वारीडमहारोगिविवत्सुनतत्त्वचे नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै नमः
ॐ त्वग्रोगदंसंस्नातगौराङ्गावरमूर्तये नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै
ॐ
नमः
स्ते हिंसासुरापाय अनादिशेषाधर्मविद्विषे नमः
ओम अमृतेश्वरे
ॐ
नमः
त्यागवैराग्यमैत्र्यादि सर्वसद्वासनापशे नमः
ओम अमृतेश्वरे नमः
पादाश्रितमोडुदुष्कंस्काररहोमुषे नमः
ओम अमृतेश्वरे
ॐ
नमः
प्रेमभक्तिस्दासिक्तसाधुचित्तगुहाजुषे नमः
ओम अमृतेश्वरे
ॐ
नमः
सुधामणि महानाम्ने नमः
ओम अमृतेश्वरे
ॐ
नमः
सुभाषितसुधामचे नमः
ओम अमृतेश्वरे
ॐ
नमः
अमृतानन्दमय्याख्याजनकर्णपुटस्पृशे नमः
ओम
ॐ
अमृतेश्वरे नमः
दत्तदत्तविरक्तायै नमः
ओम अमृतेश्वरे
ॐ
नमः
नम्रार्पितबुभुक्षवे नमः
ओम अमृतेश्वरे
ॐ
नमः
उत्सृष्टभोगिसङ्गायै नमः
ओम अमृतेश्वरे
ॐ
नमः
योगिसङ्गरिरंसवे नमः
ओम अमृतेश्वरे नमः
ॐ अभिनन्दितदानादिशुभकर्माभिवृद्धये नमः
ओम अमृतेश्वरे
ॐ
नमः
अभिवन्दितनिःशेषस्थिरजङ्गमसृष्टये नमः
ओम अमृतेश्वरे
ॐ
नमः
प्रोत्साहितब्रह्मविद्यासम्प्रदायप्रवृत्तये नमः
ओम अमृतेश्वरे नमः
ॐ पुनरासादितश्रेष्ठतपोविपिनवृत्तये नमः
ओम अमृतेश्वरे
ॐ
नमः
भूयो गुरुकुलावासशिक्षणोत्सुकमेधसे नमः
ओम अमृतेश्वरे
ॐ
नमः
अनेकनैष्टिकब्रह्मचारिर्मातृवेधसे नमः
ओम अमृतेश्वरे
ॐ
नमः
शिष्यसङ्कनाभितस्य प्रोज्ज्वलद्ब्रह्मवर्चसे नमः
ओम अमृतेश्वरे नमः
ॐ मन्तेवासिजनाशेषचेष्टापाजितदृष्टये नमः
ओम अमृतेश्वरे
ॐ
नमः
मोहान्धकारसञ्चारिलोकानुग्राहिरोचसे नमः
ओम अमृतेश्वरे
ॐ
नमः
तमः क्लिष्टमनोवृष्टसप्रकाशसभाषिषे नमः
ओम अमृतेश्वरे
ॐ
नमः
भद्रशुद्धान्तरङ्गस्थदीपभद्रदीपशिखात्विषे नमः
ओम अमृतेश्वरे
ॐ
नमः
सप्रीतिभुक्तभक्तौ गण्यर्पितस्नेहसर्पिषे नमः
ओम अमृतेश्वरे
ॐ
नमः
शिष्यवर्यस्वभामध्यध्यानयोगविदित्सवे नमः
ओम अमृतेश्वरे
ॐ
नमः
शश्वल्लोकहिताचारमग्नदेहेन्द्रियासवे नमः
ओम अमृतेश्वरे
ॐ
नमः
निजपुण्यप्रदानान्यपापातानाचिकीर्षवे नमः
ओम अमृतेश्वरे
ॐ
नमः
परस्वर्यापनस्वीयनरकप्राप्तिलिप्सवे नमः
ओम
ॐ
अमृतेश्वरे नमः
रतोत्स्वचरत्कन्याकुमारीमध्यमूर्तये नमः
ओम अमृतेश्वरे
ॐ
नमः
विमोहार्णवनिर्मग्नपृकुक्षेत्रोचिकीर्षवे नमः
ओम अमृतेश्वरे
ॐ
नमः
पुनस्सन्धानदुधैवायन सत्कुलतन्तवे नमः
ओम अमृतेश्वरे
ॐ
नमः
वेदशास्त्रपुराणेतिहासशाश्वतबन्धवे नमः
ओम अमृतेश्वरे नमः
मृगक्षेत्रसमुन्मीलत्परदैवततेजसे नमः
ओम अमृतेश्वरे
ॐ
नमः
देव्यै नमः
ओम अमृतेश्वरे
ॐ
नमः
प्रेमामृतानन्दमय्यै नित्यं नमो नमः
ओम अमृतेश्वरे
ॐ
नमः
प्रेमामृतानन्दमय्यै नित्यं नमो नमः
ओम अमृतेश्वरे
ॐ
नमः
प्रेमामृतानन्दमय्यै नित्यं नमो नमः
ओम अमृतेश्वरे नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै नमः
ओम अमृतेश्वरे नमः
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै नमः
ओम अमृतेश्वरे
ॐ अमृतेश्वर्यै नमः
ओम अमृतेश्वरे नमः
Now we'll be chanting some Vedic hymns, some suktams from the Vedas. My student, Shridev, who is also the second year CSC BTech student at Amrita, will be chanting along with me. We'll start with a prayer to Goddess Saraswati, the goddess of learning, followed by a mantra, a Shanti mantra, which prays for peace everywhere. May peace pervade the whole universe. That is the prayer. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Prano Devi Saraswati Vajebhirvajinivati Dvinamavitriyavatu Ano Divo Bruhatah Parvatada Saraswati Yajata Gantu Yajñam Vagdevyai Namaha Om Prithvi Shanta Sagnina Shanta Same Shanta Shuchagum Shamayato
अन्तरिक्षगुं शान्तं तद्वायुना शान्तं तन्मे शान्तगुं शुचगुं शमयतु द्यौः शान्ता सादित्येन शान्ता सा मे शान्ता शुचगुं शमयतु पृथिवी शान्तिरन्तरिक्षगुं शान्तिर्द्यौः शान्तिर्दिशः शान्तिरवान्तरदिशा शान्तिरग्निः शान्तिर्वायुः शान्तिरादित्यः शान्तिश्चन्द्रमा शान्तिर्नक्षत्राणि शान्तिरापः शान्तिरोषधयः शान्तिर्वनस्पतयः शान्तिर् गौ शान्तिरजा शान्तिरश्वः शान्तिः पुरुषः शान्तिर्ब्रह्म शान्तिर्ब्राह्मणः शान्तिः शान्तिरेव शान्तिः शान्तिर्मे अस्तु शान्तिः तयाः गुं शान्त्या सर्वशान्त्या मह्यं द्विपदे चतुष्पदे च शान्तिं करोमि शान्तिर्मे अस्तु शान्तिः एह श्रीश्च ह्रीश्च धृतिश्च तपो मेधा प्रतिष्ठा श्रद्धा सत्यं धर्मश्चैतानि मोत्तिष्ठन्त मनो तिष्ठन्तु मामागश्रीश्च ह्रीश्च धृतिश्च तपो मेधा प्रतिष्ठा श्रद्धा सत्यं धर्मश्चैतानि माहाशिषुः उदायुषा स्वायुषो दोषधीनागुं रसेनोत्पर्जन्यस्य शुष्मेणोदस्ताममृतागुम् अनु तच्चक्षुर्देवहितं पुरस्तात् शुक्रमुच्चरत् पश्येम शरदः शतं जीवेम शरदः शतं नन्दाम शरदः शतं मोदाम शरदः शतं भवाम शरदः शतगुं शृणवाम शरदः शतं प्रभ्रवाम शरदः शतमजीतास्याम शरदः शतं ज्योक्षसूर्यं दृशे य उदगान्महतोर्नवाद्विभ्राजमानः शरीरस्य मध्यात् समावृषभो लोहिताक्षः सूर्यो विपश्चिन्मनसा पुनातु ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः
Next we'll chant the Medha Suktam. Medha means knowledge, the capacity to learn and to retain what we learn. So we pray to again Goddess Saraswati for Medha, very important at this stage of your life. Om
यश्छन्दसां वृषभो विश्वरूपः छन्दोभ्योऽद्यमृतात् सम्बभूव समेन्द्रो मेधया स्पृणोतु अमृतस्य देवधारणो भूयासं शरीरं मे विचर्षणं जिह्वा मे मधुमत्तमा कर्णाभ्यां भूरि विश्रुवं ब्रह्मणः कोशोऽसि मेधया पिहितः श्रुतं मे गोपाय ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ मेधा देवी जुषमाणा न आगात् विश्वाची भद्रा सुमनस्यमाना त्वया जुष्टानुदमाना दुरुक्तान् बृहद्वदेम विधते सुवीराः त्वया जुष्टऋषिर्भवति देवि त्वया ब्रह्मा गतश्रीरुतत्वया त्वया जुष्टश्चित्रं विन्दते वसुसानो जुषस्व द्रविणो न मेधे मेधां म इन्द्रो दधातु मेधान् देवी सरस्वती मेधां मे अश्विनावुभावा दत्तां पुष्करस्रजाम् अप्सरासु च या मेधा गन्धर्वेषु च यन्मनः दैवी मेधा सरस्वती मां मेधासुरभिर्जुषताग स्वाहा आमां मेधासुरभिर्विश्वरूपा हिरण्यवर्णा जगदी जगम्या ऊर्जस्वती पयसा पिन्वमाना सामा मेधा सुप्रतीकाजुषन्ता मयि मेधां मयि प्रजां मयि अग्निस्तेजो दधातु मयि मेधां मयि प्रजां मयीन्द्र इन्द्रियं दधातु मयि मेधां मयि प्रजां मयि सूर्यो भ्राजो दधातु ॐ हंस हंसाय विद्महे परमहंसाय धीमहि तन्नो हंसः प्रचोदयात् ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः.
Next we chant the Shraddha Suktam. Shraddha Suktam. Shraddha, the word Shraddha in Sanskrit does not have an equivalent word in English. It's a combination of awareness, alertness, attentiveness, faith, discipline, all of this put together. So we pray for Shraddha. May we have Shraddha all the time. Om
श्रद्धयाग्निः समिध्यते श्रद्धया हूयते हविः श्रद्धां भगस्य मूर्धनि वचसा वेदयामसि प्रियं श्रद्धे ददतः प्रियं श्रद्धे दिदासतः प्रियं भोजेषु यज्वस्विदं म उदितं कृधि यथा देवा असुरेषु श्रद्धामुग्रेषु चक्रिरे एवं भोजेषु यज्वस्वस्माकमुदितं कृधि श्रद्धा देवा यजमाना वायुगोपा उपासते श्रद्धां हृदय अयाकूत्या श्रद्धया विन्दते वसु श्रद्धां प्रातर्हवामहे श्रद्धां मध्यन्दीनं परि श्रद्धां सूर्यस्य निमृचि श्रद्धे श्रद्धापयेहनः ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः.
We'll be chanting the Devi Suktam. As we know, Vedas are the proclamations of the saints when they were in an ecstatic, deep, meditative state. And this happens to be the proclamation of a lady saint. That is the speciality, Vagambrini, Saint Vagambrini, proclaiming her identity with the entire universe. So we'll chant Devi Suktam now.
Aham rudrebhirvasobhischaraamyahamaadityairuta vishvadevaihi aham mitravaruno babhibharmyahamindragni aham ashvino bha aham somamahanasam bibharmyaham tvashtaramutapushanam bhagam अहं ददामि द्रवीणं हविष्मते सुप्राव्ये ये यजमानाय सुन्वते अहं राष्ट्री सङ्गमनि वसूनां चिकितुषी प्रथमा यज्ञियानां तां देवा व्यदधुः पुरुत्र भूरिस्थात्रां भूर्या वेशयन्ति मया सो अन्नमत्तियो विपश्यति यः प्राणिधियै शृणोत्युक्तम् अमन्तवो मान्त उपक्षियन्ति श्रुतिश्रुतश्रद्धिवन्ते वदामि अहमेव स्वयमिदं वदामि जुष्टं देवेभिरुतमानुषेभिः यं कामयेतन्तमुग्रं कृणोमि तं ब्रह्माणं तं ऋषिं तं सुमेधाम् अहं रुद्राय धनुरातनोमि ब्रह्मद्विषेशरवे हन्तवा अहञ्जनाय समदं कृणोम्यहन्ध्यावा पृथिवी आविवेश अहं सुवे पितरमस्य मूर्धन्मम योनिरप्स्वा अन्तः समुद्रे ततो वितिष्ठे भुवनानुविश्वोतामून्द्यां वर्ष्मणोपस्पृशामि अहमेव वात इव प्रवाम्यारभमाण भुवनानि विश्वा परो दिवा परयेन पृथिव्यै तावती महिना सम्बभूव ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः
Durga Suktam will be the next Suktam we'll be chanting. Goddess Durga is being worshipped in the form of Agni, fire, the god of fire.
ॐ जातवेदसे सुनवामसो ममराति यदो निदहाति वेदः स नः पर्षदति दुर्गाणि विश्वानावेव सिन्धुन्दुरितात्यग्निः तामग्निवर्णान् तपसा ज्वलन्तीं वैरोचनीं कर्मफलेषु जुष्टा दुर्गां देवीगुं शरणमहं प्रपद्ये सुतरसि तरसे नमः अग्ने त्वं पारयानव्यो अस्मान् स्वस्तिभिरति दुर्गाणि विश्वा पूष्य पृथ्वी बहुलान उर्वी भव तोकायतनयाय शय्योः विश्वानि नो दुर्गः जातवेदः सिन्धुन्ननाव दुरितातिपर्षि अग्ने अत्रिवन्मनसा गृणानो अस्माकं बोध्यविता तनूना पितृणाजितगुं सहमानमुग्रमग्निगुं हुवेम परमात् सतस्तात् स नः पर्षदति दुर्गाणि विश्वा क्षामद्देवो अतिदुरितात्यग्निः प्रत्नोषि कमीढ्यो अध्वरेषु सनात् सहोतानव्यस्य सत्सि स्वाञ्च अग्ने तनुवं पिप्रयस्वास्मभ्यं च सौभगमायजस्व गोभिर्जुष्टमयुजो निषिक्तं तवेन्द्र विष्णु अनुसंचरेम नाकस्य पृष्ठमभिसंवसानो वैष्णवीं लोक इह मादयन्ताम् ॐ कात्यायनाय विद्महे कन्याकुमारी धीमहि तन्नो दुर्गिः प्रचोदयात् ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः.
We chant the Ishavasya Upanishad, one of the 10 popular Upanishads. Upanishads, as we know, are known as the Vedanta. They proclaim the fundamental nature of reality as a oneness, all-encompassing, eternal oneness. So this Ishavasya Upanishad will proclaim that great truth.
Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Ishavasya Midagg Sarvai Yatkincha Jagatyan Jagat Tena Tyaktena Bunjidamagradha Kasya Svidhanam Kurvanneveha Karmani Jijivishe Chatag Samaha Evan Tvayinanyathetosthi na karma lipyate nare Asuryanamate loka अन्धेन तमसावृताः तागस्ते प्रेत्याभिगच्छन्ति ये केचात्महनो जनाः अनेजदेकं मनसो जवीयो नैनद्देवा आप्नुवन् पूर्वमर्षत् तद्धावतोऽन्यानत्येति तिष्ठत्तस्मिन् अपो मातरिष्वा दधाति तदेजति तन्नेजति तद्दूरे तद्वन्तिके तदन्तरस्य सर्वस्य तदु सर्वस्यास्य बाह्यतः यस्तु सर्वाणि भूतान्यात्मन्येवानुपश्यति सर्वभूतेषु चात्मानन्ततो न विजोगुप्सते यस्मिन् सर्वाणि भूतान्यात्मैवाभूद्विजानतः तत्र को मोहः कः शोक एकत्वमनुपश्यतः सपर्यगाच्छुक्रमकार्यमो वृणमश्नाविरग् शुद्धमपापविद्धम् कविर्वनीषी परिभूः स्वयम्भूर्याता तथ्यतोऽर्था व्यधताच्छाश्वतीभ्यः समाभ्यः अन्दन्तमः प्रविशन्ति ये विद्यामुपासते ततो भूय इव ते तमो यवो विद्यायाग्रताः अन्यदेवाहुर्विद्ययान्यदाहुरविद्यया इदेषु श्रुमधीराणायेनस्तद्विचक्षिरे विद्याञ्च विद्याञ्च यस्तद्वेदो भयग्रसः अविद्यया मृत्युं तीर्त्वा विद्ययामृतमश्नुते अन्धन्तमः प्रविशन्ति ये सम्भूतिमुपासते ततो भूय इव ते तमो यौ सम्भूत्याग्रताः अन्यदेवाहुः सम्भवादन्यदाहुरसम्भवात् इतेषु श्रुमधीराणायेनस्तद्विचक्षिरे सम्भूतिं च विनाशं च यस्तद्वेदो भयग्रसः विनाशेन मृत्युं तीर्त्वा सम्भूत्यामृतमश्नुते हिरण्मयेन पात्रेण सत्यस्यापि हितं मुखम् तत्त्वं पूषन्नपावृणु सत्यधर्माय दृष्टये पूषन्नेकर्षेयमसूर्य प्राजापत्यव्यूहरश्मीन् समोहतेजो यत्ते रूपं कल्याणतमं तत्ते पश्यामि योऽसावसौ पुरुषः सोऽहमस्मि वायुरनिलमृतमथेतं भस्मान्तग्शरीरम् ॐ क्रतो स्मर कृतज्ञ स्मर क्रतो स्मर कृतज्ञ स्मर अग्नेनय सुपथा राये अस्मान् विश्वानि देववयुनानि विद्वान् युयोद्यस्मज्जोहुराणमेनो भूयिष्ठां ते नमः उक्तिं विधेम ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः.
We conclude with the Sannyasa Suktam, which proclaims the glory of renunciation to all attachments to worldly things. Sannyasa Suktam. ॐ न कर्मणा न प्रजया धनेन
त्यागेनैके अमृतत्वमानशुः परेण नाकन्निहितं गुहायां विभ्राजते तद्यतयो विशन्ति वेदान्तविज्ञानसुनिश्चितार्था सन्न्यासयोगाद्यतयः शुद्धसत्त्वाः ते ब्रह्मलोके तु परान्तकाले परामृतात् परिमुच्यन्ते सर्वे दह्रं विपापं परमेश्मभूतं यत्पुण्डरीकं पुरमध्यसग्गस्तम् तत्रापि दह्रं गगनं विशोकस्तस्मिन् यतन्तः तदुपासितव्यम् यो वेदादौ स्वरः प्रोक्तो वेदान्ते च प्रतिष्ठितः तस्य प्रकृतिलीनस्य यः परः स महेश्वरः यदक्षरपदभ्रष्टं मात्राहीनं तु यद्भवेत् तत्सर्वं क्षम्यतां देवि नारायणि नमोऽस्तु ते अमृतेश्वरि नमोऽस्तु ते विसर्गबिन्दुमात्राणि पदपादाक्षराणि च न्यूनानि चातिरिक्तानि क्षमस्व परमेश्वरी ॐ हंसाय विद्महे परमहंसाय धीमहि तन्नः सद्गुरुरमृतेश्वरी प्रचोदयात् ॐ लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ
Hello, check.
Om Amardeshwariye Namaha. My humble pranams at the lotus feet of our beloved Chancellor Amma. A very warm and heartfelt good morning to our respected dignitaries, esteemed faculty members, parents, and dear students. Every significant journey begins with invoking divine blessings. In accordance with timeless tradition of Bharatiya culture, we commence this auspicious occasion with sacred Ganapati Homam, seeking wisdom, knowledge, and the removal of obstacles as we embark on a new academic journey. To help us appreciate the deeper significance of this ritual and understand the spiritual essence behind the prayer, we are truly honored to invite Brahmachari Dr. Achyutamrita Chaitanya, Principal, School of Spiritual and Cultural Studies, and a distinguished scholar of scriptures. He has given spiritual talks in many temples across Kerala and in many centers of Mata Amardandamai Mutt. May I now request Brahmachari Achyutamrita Chaitanya to enlighten us on the relevance of this sacred tradition.
Om Namaste Gurave Nityam Sahajanandarupine Yasya Vagamritam Hanti Visham Samsara Samnyagam. My humble prostrations to the lotus feet of my beloved Amma, my master. My salutations to all of my colleagues, teaching faculty as well as non-teaching faculty present here. And my heartiest greetings, welcome, and a very good morning to the stars of the day, the newcomers, the freshers who have obtained admission in the prestigious Amrita University at the Amritapuri campus in the School of Computing for different branches that you are going to pursue for the next 4 years in different BTech programs. I take this opportunity first of all to congratulate you all newcomers, fresh admissions, as well as your parents for having chosen Amrita and having sent your wards to the safe hands of, as mentioned earlier, our Chancellor, Amma. And you are all lucky that you have got an admission to a campus which is at a proximity to Amma's organization's headquarters, which is, nearby on the other bank of the backwaters. So you will always have the opportunity to listen to Amma, to listen to the wise words of wisdom which come from Amma as well as Amma's disciples, senior monks. So, in all these respects, you are really fortunate, you are really blessed. So you can congratulate yourselves for having done the right thing. So my duty here is just to introduce you to some features that are special to Amrita, especially our morning prayers. In Amrita, being guided by a Mahatma, a world-renowned spiritual leader, Sadguru Mata Amritanandamayi Devi, we have some special features in Amrita. As you know, Amma started this Amrita University way back in some 2003, some 23 years back. Before that, there was a college run by, engineering college run by Mata Amritanandamayi Mutt, and it evolved into a university. And from the inception itself, Amma has been very particular that we should follow some customs so that our activity in the university should enrich the students not only by imparting them education for living, but also giving them education for life. So this is the underlying principle which prompts us to introduce such special features, such rituals, such customs. So you have seen the Havana taking place, and there will be many such events in the university, in your campus life. Like all the festival days will be celebrated. Then important ritualistic celebrations like Navaratri, Shivaratri, Krishnashtami, all those celebrations will be celebrated by our campus students as well as teachers will also help you. So all this will enrich your life, not only enriching your campus life, they will enrich your whole life, your career, your profession, your family life, your social life. It will lead you to a kind of fulfillment, which is the ultimate goal of human life. So you know, we have Amma here, and the university is run by none other than Amma. Amma's very, very, very caring touch is there, affectionate love is there everywhere in our institutions. So in India, in our Bharatiya tradition, we are famous for knowledge. There's a famous saying, knowledge comes from the East, which was said by a great Western scholar, philosopher. So India was the Vishwaguru, maybe till the 15th century in the Common Era. So we had great universities like Nalanda, Takshashila, Kandalur Shala, Vikramashila, dozens of universities in the historical era in which students from across the globe came and they studied here as residential students. And if you go back to the prehistoric era, the Puranic and Idihasic and Vedic ages, you will find lots of Gurukulas in which thousands of students were admitted and knowledge was imparted in all the prevailing branches of knowledge of those times. And these were run by great rishis. You might have heard of the famous Gurukula of Sandipani in which Lord Krishna and Balarama studied. And the story of Sudama is there, who was a classmate or batchmate of Lord Krishna. So the Sandipani's Gurukula was there. Then great sages like Parashara, Vyasa, Vasishtha. So all such great rishis, Yajnavalkya, etc., they had their own Gurukulas in which knowledge was imparted with values, with spiritual wisdom also. And these rishis were the Kulapatis of those Gurukulas. And if you take the translation of the word Kulapati into English, we will find it is chancellor. And you know our chancellor is Amma. So Amma is our Kulapati. So in the Gurukulam or the modern university, Amrita University, Amrita Vishwavidyapitham, you have as the Kulapati, the chancellor, Amma. So her divine knowledge is available for all. Her divine love, affection is available for all of us. Her guidance is available for all of us. And motivation and inspiration is always flowing from her. So now let us come to my topic. I will conclude it in maybe some 10 or 15 minutes. So we begin every day with prayers. As many of you have this experience in your previous institutions where you studied, we start with a prayer session. We also have a prayer session. It contains some 5 prayers, and it will take only just 3 minutes, around 3 minutes to finish the prayers. They will be played on the speakers, which are placed in different places of the campus. And at 8:45 you will hear the prayers. And what is the relevance of prayers? That I will discuss in brief. And before that, there is a phrase which is shown on the screen, a mantra which you will be familiarized later, which is the word or the wish sentence that we use to wish each other on every day in the morning. When we meet for the first time, we use this Om Namah Shivaya to wish each other. When a function happens like this, we start every kind of announcements or speech just with Om Namah Shivaya in the beginning. So what is the meaning? What is the relevance of wishing with Om Namah Shivaya? Amma has introduced this maybe in the late 1970s onwards. When the ashram started functioning, Amma insisted that we should wish each other with Om Namah Shivaya. So this is not for any person who is a devotee or who worships a deity, a personal deity called Shiva, who is situated in the Kailasa in the Himalayas. That Shiva also includes in this Shiva, in which in the mantra Namah Shivaya the Shiva comes, and that Shiva is also a part of this Shiva which is in this Om Namah Shivaya. So actually the Om Namah Shivaya means I bow down to the Shiva. So which Shiva? The Shiva which is in you. When I see someone, I bow down with Om Namah Shivaya means I bow down, I salute the Shiva in you. Like we say Namaste. So instead of that te, it is Shivaya, Namah Shivaya. I wish the Shiva in you. Who is the Shiva? Shiva is our own self, our own soul. Some of you might have heard Shankaracharya's famous line, Chidananda Rupaha Shivoham Shivoham. Aham Shiva, I am Shiva. So each of us are Shiva. Shiva is latent in us. Shiva is potentially within us. Only thing is that we are not recognizing that Shiva. But by chanting this mantra or this greeting in the beginning of every day, we are reminding ourselves and the person who we meet that there is Shiva in you, there is Shiva in me, there is Shiva everywhere. And what is the nature of that Shiva? Chidananda Rupaha. He is of the nature of Chit, knowledge, and Ananda, bliss, happiness, joy. So knowledge and happiness is within us. Only thing is that we are not manifesting it. We are not manifesting it. I am reminded of a famous quote from Swami Vivekananda. There is a book called Education, which is compiled from Swami Vivekananda's complete works. And in that work, Education, Swami Vivekananda defines education beautifully. He says, education is the manifestation of perfection which is within us already. So perfection is within us, but it is latent. It is potentially within us. So to manifest that perfection which is potentially within every one of us, we have to resort to education. Education is only manifestation of our potential. So the potential Shiva which is within us has to be manifested, and we will conquer everything if we can manifest that divinity which is within us. So this is the first thing that you have to remember. And now I will come to the 5 prayers. 3 of these prayers are from Upanishads. Upanishads are parts of Vedas. These Vedas and Upanishads were chanted here just in the beginning by Dr. Seturaman Rao, professor in the Department of WNA, in the Center for Wireless Networking. So this mantra was chanted at the very outset of that Vedic chanting. And one of the prayers, the first prayer that we are going to discuss was chanted in the beginning, and the last prayer that we are going to discuss was chanted in the end of this Vedic chanting session. So these are all from Vedas, from Upanishads, which are the oldest available documented work of knowledge. The oldest available knowledge document are the Vedas. So from these Vedas, knowledge was handed over to us through the Guru Shishya Parampara, the lineage of masters and disciples. And it is available for us even now. When it started, we don't know. Maybe millennia back, these knowledges were revealed to the sages and they handed over it to us through their Guru, Shishya Parampara, and we can access it even now. And these ideals contained in these prayers are really universal, are really motivating. We may think, or our experience is that prayers are for some favors from a God who is sitting somewhere in the skies. It is like begging for something. This was our experience earlier. We have been trained to pray for very trivial things, which are transient, which are impermanent. But in our prayers, in these 5 prayers, it is not like that. We are not begging for anything. We are not seeking anything trivial, anything mundane. But wisdom is handed over to us through these prayers. These prayers will motivate us. They will inspire us. They will give us lofty ideals, which will help us navigate in the journey, in the journey of our life. So let us come to these prayers. First prayer is the most important prayer. So I will discuss it in the end. It goes like this. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvina Vadhidamastu Ma Vidvishavahai Om Shantihi Shantihi Shantihi. So the word Om is in the beginning and Om Shantihi 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 is in the end, and the body of the prayer is in the middle. So this is the structure of all the 5 prayers. I will explain about this at the end. Now let us go through the meaning of these prayers. This prayer I will come in the end. The second prayer is, this is the first prayer's last 3 lines. The second prayer is, Om Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityor Ma Amridam Gamaya Om Shantihi Shantihi Shantihi. This is from the famous Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. And the meaning is very, very, very explicit. It is very clear. We all might have heard this prayer also. Om Asato Ma Sadgamaya. From Asat, take me to Sat. From the unreal, O divine, O Lord, take me to the real. Asat to Sat. Then Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya. From Tamas, from darkness, let me be led to light. Tamas to Jyotis. These are all familiar words for us, no? Then Mrityor Ma Amridangamaya. From Mrityu to Amridam. From death to immortality. So death here represents everything that is perishable. And immortality is everything that is permanent. So and in Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya, Tamas, darkness means ignorance. Jyoti, light means knowledge. And in first line, Asatoma Sadgamaya, Asat is that which is not real, that which is virtual, that which is ephemeral. From that virtual, that unreal, let me be taken to the real, the stable thing, from the unstable things to the stable things. So students must ponder over this. We are all wandering, or we are all tempted to the unreal things, but we should always aim the real thing, which is long-standing. So in this way, Asat, Tamas, and Mrityu are the negativities that are tying up us and that hinder the progress of our life. And from these negativities, we have to be led to the positivities, that is Sat, Jyoti, and Amritam. So think, these prayers will inspire us. They will give us direction. They will lead us to the right goal, through the right path. Then there is Om Shanti Shanti Shanti, that I will come to at the end of the session. Then the next prayer, it is not from any Upanishad. The first prayer was from the Upanishad. The second was from the Upanishad. This is from the common man's domain. Om Sarvesham Swastir Bhavatu, Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu, Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu, Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu. So this is a prayer for the universal well-being. So we pray not for ourselves alone. We pray for others also. We pray for the entire cosmos. We pray for the entire world. So, this altruistic approach is there behind these prayers, the third and the fourth. So, what does this mean? Om Sarvesham Swastir Bhavatu. Let there be Swasti for all. Swasti means security. Let everyone be placed well in this life. Let everyone become successful. Sarvesham Swastir Bhavatu. Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu. Let everyone attain peace. Let the lives of everyone be peaceful. Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu. Let everyone become perfect. Let everyone become complete. Let them achieve their goals. Let there not be any defect in their lives, any want in their lives, any void in their lives. Let them become full. Think how lofty are the ideals. We are praying for the perfection of everyone. Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu. Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu. Let there be auspiciousness for all. Not only for me and my family, even my country. Let it be for everyone, the whole world. So this is the third prayer. Don't be scared. All these prayers will take only 3 minutes to chant together. Then this Om Shantihi Shantihi Shanti is there in all prayers. Then the fourth prayer is Om Lokaha Samastaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Actually, this session, at the end of the Vedic chanting session, you heard this prayer. This is a very famous prayer. Om Lokaha Samastaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Let the whole world become happy. And Amma stresses a lot on this prayer. Amma asks every one of her followers, devotees, inmates in the ashram to chant this prayer 9 times every day. And you can see Amma sitting amidst us, in the middle of us in the afternoons, and she will lead a session. At the end of the session, after the meditation is over, she will make everyone chant Om Lokaha Samastaha Sukhino Bhavantu 9 times. So we are praying for the happiness of the whole world. Then this is also not from any Upanishad, any Vedic literature. This is also from the common domain. Then the last prayer. This is from the Ishavasya Upanishad, which was chanted in the Vedic chanting session. This is a famous Upanishad. So in this prayer, this is not a prayer, this is a philosophical statement, an ideal. What is the nature of reality? What is the nature of the divine? That is what is explained in this prayer. So if we reflect on the meaning of this prayer, we will be motivated to know the real secret behind our existence. So what is the meaning? Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Adaha means that. That is Purnam. That means the Creator is Purnam. Purnamidam, this creation, this idam means this. This creation is also Purnam. Purnat Purnamudachyate. The Creator doesn't create the world according to Upanishadic philosophy. Creator becomes the creation. Creator transforms himself or herself or itself. We don't assign any gender to the Creator. The Creator transforms itself to the creation. The Creator manifests as the creation. So there can be no defect in this creation because it is the manifestation of the Creator who is perfect, who is Purnam. So that is what he said. Purnamadaha Purnamidam. Purnat Purnamudachyate. From the Creator, the Purnam, this Purnam is evolved. It is manifested. Purnat Purnamudachyate. Purnasya Purnamadaya. Even if this creation is manifested, Purnameva Vashishyate. There will be no any defect in the Creator. There will be nothing will be got minused from this Creator. The Creator remains as full, and the creation is also full because Creator is present everywhere in us, in the surroundings. So we have to realize this divine. That is the whole, that is the eternal, that is the ultimate game of our lives. So such a great philosophy is packed in this last prayer. And now I will come to the first prayer and finish. This is the most important prayer. That is why it is kept in the beginning. So this is a prayer for academic sessions. especially designed for academic sessions. What does it mean? Om Sahana Vavatu. Om is the creator which I just explained, who is the all-pervading principle. It is not any religious symbol. It is not any sectarian symbol. It is not for any special caste, creed, countrymen, nothing like that. It is the creator or the all-pervading divinity, which is a substratum of the creation. So that divinity is approached, and we are seeking help for what? Not help for getting money, not help for passing the exam, nothing like that. But we are seeking help for Om Sahana Vavatu. Saha means together. We know Sahakaranam, Sahapravartanam, Sahavadhi. Saha, together. Sahana Vavatu. Let that divine protect both of us together. Avatu means protect. Saha, together. Let him protect both of us together. Both of us means I and you, the teacher and the student. So here the teacher and the student is considered as a single entity. The unit becomes, the two parts or components become single unit. Teacher is one component, student is the other component, and they become together and become one unit, the teacher and the student. That unit is to be protected by the divine. Sahana Vavatu. Sahanau Bhunaktu. Let both of us be nourished together. Let the divine nourish the teacher and the student together. Bhunaktu means nourish. And nourishment is through food, water, air, etc. But ultimate nourishment is through knowledge. So teacher and student must get enriched through the academic activity, through the teaching learning session. It is not just for the student alone, it is for the teacher also. Both of them should get nourished. For this we are seeking divine help. Then Sahavidyam Karavavahai. Let the teacher and the student together do heroic acts. Vidyam Karavavahai. Karma Vidyam. So, you see, it is not a partial effort. It is a combined effort. The teacher and student should together achieve heroic tasks. And you see nowadays there are academic activities in which the teacher and the student involved together, like journal article writing, projects. Many activities are there in which teacher and student work together and achieve great successes. So in Amrita, you will get ample opportunities to work together with the teacher and attain great accolades. So the teacher and the student should together gain heroic success. Sahavidyam Karavavahai. Tejasvi Navadhidam Astu. Now Adhidam Tejasvi Astu. Adhidam means knowledge. Adhyapaka is the teacher. Adhyeta is the student. Adhyapanam is what is done by the teacher. Adhyanam is what is done by the student. And what is the result? What is the product? It is Adhidam, the knowledge. And that knowledge should become Tejasvi. It should shine. It should be bright, brilliant. It should shed light to the others in our community. And this is the motto of Cochin University of Science and Technology, from where I am coming. I have done my PG, MPhil and PhD from Cochin University. And we were really motivated by this line, Tejasvi Navadhitamastu. Let our wisdom, let our learning, let our knowledge become brilliant. Let it shed light to everyone, not only for me. It should be helpful for all. And last but not the least, Ma Viddushavahai. Let there be no Viddwesha between us, both of us. There is the teacher and the student. And if they nurture any Viddwesha, any hatred, any rivalry, then there will be no education happening. Nowadays, student strikes are there, teachers are locked up in the rooms, even principals are locked up, even vice chancellors are locked up. But these are all obstacles to knowledge. This will not help in the process of learning and teaching. So there should not be any Viddwesha. There should be love and affection and respect in the teaching student community, teacher-student community. So such great ideals are packed in this prayer. And when we chant these prayers every day, we are reinstating, making again and again strong these ideals in our minds, so that we can smoothly travel in the path of knowledge. And in the end, Om Shantihi, Shantihi, Shantihi. Three Shantis represent. One Shanti is for the Vignas that we create around us, like strikes, or there may be accidents, there may be violence, there may be many things in our community which are man-made. So let there be no such obstacles. That bhautika vignas should be annihilated. The second one, the obstacles coming from the nature, like torrential rain, downpour, cyclone, tremor, or earthquake, then tsunami, etc. There are many such natural calamities which may obstruct our teaching learning process, the academic sessions. So let them become annihilated. This is Deviga Vignas. They should be avoided. We should be rescued from such obstacles. Then in the end, there are obstacles from within us, like diseases, like mental confusions, like dullness, depression. Many things can arise within us and obstruct our academic sessions. So such Adhyatmika Vignas should also be pacified. For this, we are chanting 3 Shantis in the end of each prayers. So if we chant these prayers every day with concentration, as Dr. Sethudaman Rao said, the Shraddha, a Shraddha Suktam, the whole Suktam was chanted here. If with Shraddha we chant these prayers, rest assured we will be benefited from them and we will acquire great heights and ultimate success in our lives. So I take this opportunity once again to welcome all of you and congratulate you for having selected Amrita University, Amritapuri campus. And I pray for Amma's grace so that every one of us attain ultimate success in our lives, good career, good successful professional life, and let the whole world be a better place to live. With these words, I offer my words at Amma's lotus feet. Om Amriteshwari Namah.
Thank you, Achyutamritaji, for enlightening us on the spiritual values and for helping us understand the relevance of and meaning of puja and homam. Thank you.
Hello. Hello. Check, check.
I request all students and parents to be kindly seated. We will start the formal function in few minutes.
Namaskar everyone. We are extremely delighted to have all of you join the Amrita family today. It is said that after all, every great journey starts with the first step. So you are ultimately Amrita's brand ambassadors. Let us walk this path together and reach the pinnacle of success in your careers as we go through into the future. A very warm welcome to all of you here at Amrita Vishwavidyapith.
We hope your time to be spent at Amrita will provide you the opportunity to understand the global challenges and will give you the opportunity for doing compassion-driven research to solve global challenges. Let your dream, your creativity unfold for solving the global challenges. Let us hope that your pathway of Amritian let you enjoy fully and flourish and prosper for building the peace for the world.
A place blessed by Amma's presence. My prayers that your time spent here in this campus nourish your heart and brain equally and make you a better person.
Engineers build the future. Here you will learn to innovate and build solutions with your skills and your conscience, with your head and your heart. Welcome aboard.
AI can impact the future. It's your curiosity, your knowledge, your imagination, your values that will determine how the impact is. So keep learning, keep imagining, use technology for meaningful change. The potential is truly limitless.
Dear students, always think that your ambitions have brought you here. Your sacrifice, discipline and continued efforts will take you far. I welcome you all to an institution that believes in you and your capabilities.
A very warm welcome to each and every one of you to the Amrita family. What you'll get here is an education inculcated with values, an education for life, combined with an education for living. So come and become whoever you want to be.
Universe rewards curiosity. Welcome to a place where your questions matters as much as your answers. I believe Amrita is one of the rarest university where students have direct access to the chancellor, where students have the freedom to ask any kind of questions.
Welcome to Amrita School of Arts, Humanities and Commerce. Let your voices, ideas and stories be heard in this vibrant campus, and may your creativity bloom here.
I think there are three critical factors. One is, why do you do what you do? This is the motivation behind things. The second is, what exactly are you going to do? And this comes from knowledge, it comes from information, it comes from an empathetic understanding of whatever you really want to do. And especially if you want to serve, you have to have that empathetic understanding of people. And the third is, how do you actually go about doing it? And this, the combination of these three is what Amrita offers you.
You have arrived at a place where learning and the spirit meet. Your time spent in this campus surely fruitful. I wish you that your time here will bring inner peace, strength, wisdom and ultimate success for all of you.
We have inherited the planet from our ancestors, but what we have done with this one? We have polluted the air, we have polluted the water, we have polluted the environment. But there is hope for it. Come, let us all join together and scientifically do something to bring it back to the equilibrium. We will fight together in a scientific manner in Amrita School for Sustainable Futures. We do research in these areas. Please come and join with us.
Welcome to the journey in pursuit of deeper knowledge. This is where we hope your curiosity turns into mastery. We are so glad you're here.
Amrita is a great place of learning. As everyone knows, it's also a great place where students achieve their career dreams. We at CAR takes the great responsibility to attract some of the topmost companies to our campuses and train our students so that they also are able to work for it and achieve their career dreams. Wish you all the best and do well in your years of education at Amrita.
My dear students, we welcome you to our family. That's our Girls Hostel family. Our mission is to develop good academic progress as well as values for your future life.
Welcome to Amritapuri Men's Hostel. This is your new home and we are your family members. Let us settle down comfortably and make wonderful memories together.
Welcome, students. You have a wonderful few years ahead of you. The faculty care, they teach well, and they will also spend time with you to help you find internships and jobs. Your work is to think of the information you're getting and try to put it inside. Once you do that, miracles will happen.
You should not consider exams as hurdles. Exams are, milestones in your educational journey. Be regular and be sincere in your studies, and success will be yours. Take the entire responsibilities on your own shoulders and know that you are the creator of your own destiny.
Are you ready to go crazy?
Amrita Vishwavidyapitham is more than a university. It's a transformative journey where values and world-class learning converge. Founded under the guidance of Sri Mata Amritanandamayi Devi, affectionately known as Amma, Amrita stands as a beacon of academic excellence, research and societal impact. Recognized as one of the top institutions in India, Amrita is ranked 8th in India by NIRF Rankings 2025, accredited with NAC A++ and granted Category 1 autonomy by the UGC. Our excellence is acknowledged globally. Number 1 in India, Times Higher Education Impact Rankings 2025. Number 1 private university in India, Times Higher Education World University Rankings 2020. Number 1 in India for international faculty, QS World University Ranking. With 10 campuses across India, Amrita brings together over 30,000 students, 2,000 plus faculty members, and 800 plus PhD holders, offering 300 plus programs across 19 continents.
Om Amardeshwariya Namaha. My humble pranams at the lotus feet of our beloved Chancellor Amma. With the divine blessings, we now begin the formal proceedings of the induction program for the 2026-2030 batch of School of Computing, Amrita Vishwavidyapeetham, Amritapuri campus. I humbly welcome Swami Purnamritanandapuri, Dr. Prema Nedungadi, Dr. Balakrishnan Shankar, Brahmachari Vishwanatha Amrita Chaitanya, Mr. Harikrishnan Nair, and Ms. Srija Srekumar onto the dais. Sure. Let us commence the function by invoking the blessings of the divine. May I now request everyone to kindly rise for the ceremonial lighting of the lamp, followed by the prayer. I request Swami Purnamritanandapuri to light the lamp.
अमृतेश्वरी नमः। ॐ 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 अमृतेश्वर्ये नमः 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 ध्यायामो धवलावकुण्ठनवती तेजोमयीं नैष्टिकीं स्निग्धापाङ्गविलोकिनीं भगवतीं मन्दस्मितश्रीमुखीं वात्सल्यामृतवर्षिणीं सुमधुरं सङ्कीर्तनालापिनीं श्यामाङ्गीं मधुसिक्तसूक्तिम् अमृतानन्दात्मिकाम् ईश्वरी ॐ अमृतेश्वर्ये नमः ॐ अमृतेश्वर्ये नमः ॐ अमृतेश्वर्ये नमः
Once again, I welcome you all to Swagatham 2026. Before we proceed further, allow us to briefly introduce the institution that each one of you now proudly becomes a part of. Founded by our renowned Chancellor, Sri Mata Amritanandamayi Amma, Amrita Vishwavidyapeetham is one of the India's premier multidisciplinary universities offering world-class education across diverse disciplines. Amrita is internationally recognized for excellence in education, research, innovation, and humanitarian service. At Amrita, education extends beyond classrooms and laboratories. It nurtures compassionate leaders, ethical professionals, and responsible global citizens inspired by Amma's vision of selfless service. We are pleased to have you with us on this special journey which explores the uniqueness and individuality of Amrita. To officially welcome our students and their parents to Amrita family, it's our great privilege and honor to invite Dr. Balakrishnan Shankar, Dean of School of Engineering, Department and Professor of the Chairperson and Professor of Department of Mechanical Engineering and Director of the Center for Flexible Electronics and Advanced Materials. Dr. Balakrishnan Shankar earned his PhD in Material Science from the University of Texas at Austin and brings with him a distinguished combination of academic excellence and industry expertise gained through 7 years of experience at Applied Mechanics, California. His research spans advanced materials, flexible electronics, hydrogen storage, electromagnetic shielding, biomaterials, and other emerging technologies. Through his extensive research publications, patents, international collaborations, and academic leadership, he continues to nurture a vibrant research ecosystem while mentoring future generations and innovators. Equally admired as a teacher, mentor, and an inspiring orator, Dr. Bala has guided countless students both professionally and personally, and has played a pivotal role in shaping the educational journey of many batches at Amrita. May I now request Dr. Balakrishnan Shankar to deliver the welcome address.
Om Amriteshware Nama. Namashvaya. It's such a happy, wonderful moment here when I see so many new, eager, enthusiastic, energetic, smiling faces in front of me. Joining us, around 600 plus students in computer science and their parents here. It is so wonderful to welcome you all to our campus. Before I proceed with my talk, I would like to, first of all, welcome three very, very special, distinguished guests here with us. We are extremely honored to have with us Swami Purnamritanandapuri, who is the chairman of the Mata Amritandamayi Math, one of Amma's senior most sannyasis, monks, disciples. Swami was a researcher in solar energy, and he's a wonderful scholar, motivational speaker, musician, composer, flutist, and he has been our friend, philosopher, and guide over the years. He has given so many sessions to so many of our students, starting from personal counseling to talking to several batches, a wonderful, inspiring, charming, friendly, affable personality, truly reflecting Amma's grace and compassion. It is such an honor and blessing to have you with us, Swami. One more time, welcome Swami Purnamr Swami to our gathering here. Before I welcome my distinguished colleagues, there are two very, very special people here with us. I welcome Srimati Srija Srikumar, Enterprise Product and Platforms Leader in Wipro Consulting. Welcome, Srija ma'am. Thank you for coming here. As all of you know, Wipro is one of India's leading companies. We have several of your seniors working there with Wipro. We have a lot of projects going on with Wipro. Your presence here is very appropriate. Thank you, ma'am, for coming here. Welcome you. And then, personally, I'm very, very happy to welcome my dear student, one of my favorite students actually, Hari Krishnan, who is the Associate Director of KPMG, our very distinguished alumni here. And I've known him for more than 13, 14 years, and one of our most bright, brilliant students, and who spanned a successful career after that, and he's one of the leading people in KPMG. Welcome you again, Hari. After seeing you after such a long time, it's such a pleasure to see our own alumni. I also welcome my extremely distinguished colleagues, Dr. Prema Nedungadi, the Associate Dean of Computing, the head of your school, an outstanding researcher and an outstanding academician, Brahmachari Vishwanatha Amrita, who is in charge of CIR, Corporate Industrial Relations, in charge of placements, and Dr. Swaminathan, your chairman, outstanding academicians and researchers. Once again, welcome to all of you, my dear students and parents here who have joined here. First of all, I would like to begin by congratulating all of you. You have joined India's top private university. You have joined one of the best universities in India today, one of the fastest growing universities across the world. And you have joined a very, very unique place, very famous for actually computer science, from where people from all over India come here to join, especially in computer science. We have extremely successful programs here. So congratulations to all of you. Please applaud yourself one time for your very nice choice on coming here. So as you know, ever since Amrita has been in the accreditation and rankings game, actually I want to tell you something. When a tree grows and the fruit comes, the fruit speaks of itself. The tree does not ask for accolades. Amrita never was interested in these ranking games and all that. But these qualifications and accreditations came to us because as our quality goes up, automatically these comes. We were the youngest university to be given an A grade by NAC. We were the youngest university to be re-accredited with an A++ by NAC, which is a National Assessment and Accreditation Council. At that time, the chairman of the NAC committee came and told us, at this rate of growth, we will not be able to accredit you anymore because you've gone even beyond our guidelines of NAC. So yes, you can applaud that. And we were also, as you know, I am sure before joining here, you are computer science students, so you would have not only stopped with looking at Google, you would have also looked at maybe Claude and Perplexity and ChatGPT and whatnot to find out Amrita's relative rankings and all that. You know, we have been in the top 10 in National Institution Ranking Framework. We've been in the top 10 ever since we started entering the ranking game. And so we are right now 8th in the country. We have always been in the top 10 ever since we came. We in NIRF rank 8 in the country, and we are India's top private university. So that is something that you need to know, but there is something that you don't know, which I have to tell you. So when we say we are India's top private university, when we say that we are NIRF rank 7 or 8, the top university is IISc. Now IISc is primarily a postgraduate institute. We are, the bulk, our strength is undergrad students like you. IISc has been around for more than 100 years. IITs have been around for 60, 70 years. We've been around 20 years. And that's the difference. So what it means is, you have not only joined India's top private university, you have joined India's fastest growing university. Please applaud yourself one more time. And in the millennial rankings, in the Times Higher Education rankings from New York, recently, we got 37 all over the world in sustainability and our impact on the world, on society. What that means is, in the millennial rankings, that is universities that started after 2000, we come 37 in the whole world, which means we are not only India's fastest growing university, we are one of the world's fastest growing universities, and that is what makes it so special to be here. Yes, you need to applaud yourself one more time. You are not applauding me, you are not applauding Amrita, you are applauding yourself because you've joined a fantastic university. Every academician, every person from industry, everybody has asked me this question. When Hari was studying here, we had 5 campuses. Now we have 11 campuses. We are exploding at a breakneck speed. So many projects, so many prototypes, so many papers, so many publications, so many patents, so many of our companies, to alumni in computer science especially, have started their own companies. So many apps developed by our students, etc. We are exploding at an exponential rate. Every industry person, every professor, every academician has asked me this question: how come Amrita is growing so fast? What is the secret behind your incredible ramp rate to success? There is no simple answer to that question. Of course, it is Amma's legendary leadership that is translating across, but then there is a deeper thing. The reason why I think we are moving so fast is we have a very specific mission. We have a very specific vision. Swami Vivekananda used to say that if a man with an ideal makes 1,000 mistakes, a man without an ideal will make 10,000. So basically what it means is, if you know where you are going, even if you stumble and fall, you can pick yourself up and continue to walk in the same direction. If you don't know where you are going, you will meander around hopelessly and not get anywhere. We know where we are going. Amrita has a vision. We have a mission. There is a reason why we are created. Why was Amrita created? I will tell you in one line. We were created because we want to solve the world's problems. You may say, what? That sounds like a very big deal. Yes, we want to find cost-effective solutions to the common man's problems. That is why 99% of the research that we do, whether it is in advanced materials or hydrogen storage or better algorithms to connect farmers to markets or AI or formal methods in computer science or neonatal image processing where computer science students and doctors work together to track the growth of the embryo, bioinformatics where computer science and biologists and medical doctors sit together to find out what is the latest gene that is affecting cancer growth or Alzheimer's disease, or whether it is computer science people and electronics people sitting together to design a lab on a chip, an embedded chip that can go into the human body to control epileptic fits, etc. Solar energy, hydrogen storage, advanced materials, electronic materials, renewable energy, or electric vehicles, the list goes on and on. Whatever we do, we are trying to solve a problem that society faces. We want to find a cost-effective solution to the common man's problems. That is what makes Amrita so unique, such an exciting place to be in, because when you are here, you learn to be a problem solver. You will be interacting with people across disciplines. There are several centers of excellence, several centers of research. Leading faculty from all over the world are here. In fact, we are the top in the country for the number of international faculty who are on the campus. The leading faculty all over the world here. You will be exposed to cutting-edge technologies. You will be exposed to solving problems at the ground reality like no other place gives you. So we want to make you a problem solver. So in this process, your participation is extremely important. You are stakeholders in this Amrita vision. Our vision is not only because it's called compassion-driven research. We are taking Amma's ideal of compassion and we are trying to translate it into research. I'm talking to you about research on day one. This is the induction program for your undergrad, and here I am talking to you about research and papers. In no other university, they'll start talking to you about research on day one. It's very important because the divisions between departments are crumbling now. AI has come in and taken up so much. AI has taken up so much of traditional computer science. AI tools are being used in every branch of engineering. There is so much application-oriented research going on, a huge wealth of opportunities in front of you. At Amrita, we will help you seize those opportunities. I have computer science, I mentioned this already. We have extremely strong interdisciplinary research in Amrita. Here, as an Amrita student, you will be exposed to problems that spans across fields. What can you do with AI in engineering? What can you do with AI in medicine? How does a computer science student work along with the doctor in treatment or tracking the progress of a disease? You have ML tools, you have data science tools that help you do that. There is so much research going on which you will be a part of. You become a problem solver. So what we want to do is, we don't want just to create great engineers or computer scientists. We want to create great problem solvers who will go out and solve the actual problems of society. That is Amrita's dream. That is Amma's dream. We want you to be compassionate engineers who will not only be great problem solvers, but great human beings who will make this world a better place to live in. So I can go on and on about Amrita's achievements, but then this is our unique thing that we bring to you. We will give you an exposure to skill sets from different disciplines, and you will be using your knowledge to solve problems across. That makes you that much more employable, that makes you that much more skilled, that makes your life that much more exciting. So welcome to what is going to be the 4 most exciting academic years for you. Make use of all the opportunities given to you. I welcome you again to Amrita. May Amma bless you with all success. Namaskar.
Thank you, sir, for your inspiring welcome address. Your energetic words and insightful perspectives and warm encouragement have truly motivated our students and set a positive tone for the exciting journey that lies ahead. May Amma's grace and divine wisdom further bless this special occasion as we now present the Amma's message addressed by Amma.
പ്രേമസ്വരൂപങ്ങളും ആത്മസ്വരൂപങ്ങളായിരിക്കുന്ന എല്ലാവർക്കും നമസ്കാരം. മനസ്സിൻ്റെ ശക്തിക്ക് പരിമിതികളില്ല. ഈ സത്യം നമ്മുടെ ഋഷീശ്വരന്മാർ യുഗങ്ങൾക്ക് മുമ്പേ അറിഞ്ഞതും അനുഭവിച്ചതുമാണ്. ഇപ്പോൾ ആധുനിക സയൻസും അത് അംഗീകരിക്കുന്നു. ഈ പ്രപഞ്ചത്തിലെ അറിവുകൾ മുഴുവൻ ഗ്രഹിക്കാനും സൂക്ഷിക്കാനും കഴിവുള്ള അത്യത്ഭുതമായ ഒരു കമ്പ്യൂട്ടറാണ് നമ്മുടെ മനസ്സ്. സാധാരണ കമ്പ്യൂട്ടർ ജഡമാണ്. അതിന് അതിൻ്റേതായ കഴിവുകളില്ല. നമ്മളതിൽ കൂട്ടിയിരിക്കുന്ന വിവരങ്ങളാണ് അത് നമുക്ക് നൽകുന്നത്. എന്നാൽ നമ്മുടെ ആന്തരിക ശക്തി അങ്ങനെയല്ല. അത് സ്വയം പ്രകാശിക്കുന്ന അറിവ് തന്നെയാണ്. അതുകൊണ്ട് മക്കൾ ശ്രമിക്കുക, ശ്രമിച്ചുകൊണ്ടേയിരിക്കുക. പരിമിതികളും പ്രതിബന്ധങ്ങളും ഉണ്ടാകും. തളരാതെ മുന്നോട്ട് പോവുക. ശലഭങ്ങളെ കണ്ടിട്ടില്ലേ? നിൽക്കാതെ മുന്നോട്ട് പറന്നുകൊണ്ടേയിരിക്കുന്നു. അതുകൊണ്ടാണ് അതിന് തേൻ നുകരാൻ കഴിയുന്നത്. അതുപോലെ കർമ്മരംഗത്ത് നമ്മൾ മുന്നോട്ട് ചലിച്ചുകൊണ്ടേയിരിക്കണം. അപ്പോൾ മാത്രമേ ജീവിതത്തിൻ്റെ മധു നുകരാനും മറ്റുള്ളവർക്ക് പകരാനും സാധിക്കൂ. മുന്നോട്ട് 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 എന്നതായിരിക്കണം നമ്മുടെ മന്ത്രം. വെറും ഒച്ചിൻ്റെ ഒരു കഥ അമ്മ ഓർക്കുകയാണ്. ഒരിക്കൽ കുറേ ഒച്ചകളോട് ഇഴഞ്ഞിഴഞ്ഞ് വടക്കോട്ട് പോവാണ്. അപ്പോൾ മുകളിൽ കൂടി കുറേ പക്ഷികൾ വടക്കുന്ന തെക്കോട്ട് പോവാണ്. ആ പക്ഷികൾ ഒച്ചിനോട് ചോദിച്ച്, നിങ്ങൾ എങ്ങോട്ട് പോവുകയാണെന്ന് ചോദിച്ചു. അപ്പോൾ ഒച്ചുകൾ പറഞ്ഞ്, ഞങ്ങൾ ഇന്ന കാടിൽ വടക്കൊരു കാടുണ്ട്, ആ കാട്ടിലേക്ക് പോവാണ്. അപ്പോൾ പക്ഷികൾ പറഞ്ഞ്, ഞങ്ങൾ അവിടെ പോയിട്ട് യാതൊരു കാര്യമില്ല, ഞങ്ങൾ ആ കാട്ടിൽ നിന്നാണ് വരുന്നത്. അവിടെ വൃക്ഷങ്ങളെല്ലാം ഉണങ്ങി നിൽക്കുക, ഒരില പോലും ഇല്ലാതെ ഉണങ്ങി നിൽക്കുകയാണ്. അതുകൊണ്ട് നിങ്ങൾ തിരിഞ്ഞു പോകൂ എന്ന് പക്ഷികൾ ഒച്ചുകളോട് പറയുകയാണ്. അപ്പോൾ ഒച്ചുകൾ പക്ഷികളോട് പറയുകയാണ്, ഞങ്ങളവിടെ ഇഴഞ്ഞ് ചെല്ലുമ്പോഴത്തേക്കും ആ വൃക്ഷങ്ങൾ തളിരിടാൻ തുടങ്ങുകയാണ്. അതുപോലെ ആയിരിക്കണം നമ്മൾ. അതുപോലെ മുന്നിലൊന്നും കണ്ടില്ലെങ്കിൽ മുന്നോട്ട് പോകാൻ തന്നെ ഇരിക്കും. നമ്മൾ റിസർച്ചിൽ നമ്മൾക്കൊന്നും ചിലപ്പോൾ കിട്ടയില്ലായിരിക്കും, പല തടസ്സങ്ങളും ഉണ്ടാകും. തളരാതെ നമ്മൾ മുന്നോട്ട് പോകണം. പണ്ട് എത്രയോ പട്ടിണി മരണം ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു, ഇപ്പം ഒരു 80% അതിൽ വ്യത്യാസം വന്നു. അങ്ങനെ എത്രയോ കാര്യങ്ങൾ സയൻറ്റിസ്റ്റായ മക്കൾക്ക് ചെയ്യാൻ കഴിയും. ജീവിതത്തിൽ രണ്ട് തരത്തിലുള്ള സാഹചര്യങ്ങളുണ്ടാകും. ചിലത് പ്രയത്നിച്ച് നേടേണ്ട, ചിലത് സ്വീകരിക്കേണ്ടതാണ്. ഉദാഹരണം, ശരീരത്തിൽ നമ്മുടെ 5 അടി സെല്ലേ ഉള്ളൂ. എത്ര മരുന്ന് കഴിച്ചാലും, എത്ര ഭക്ഷണം കഴിച്ചാലും, എത്ര ആസനങ്ങൾ ചെയ്താലും, കാല് കീഴ്ക്കാൻ നോക്കിയിട്ട് കെട്ടിയിട്ടാലും വെള്ളം വയ്ക്കാൻ പോകുന്നില്ല. അത് നമ്മൾ സ്വീകരിക്കുക തന്നെ വേണം. ചിലത് പ്രയത്നിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട്, പരീക്ഷയ്ക്ക് തോറ്റു പിന്നെയും കൊണ്ടിരിക്കുമോ, പിന്നെയും പ്രയത്നിക്കും. ഇന്നൊരു ജോലി കിട്ടിയില്ല, പിന്നെയും കൊണ്ടിരിക്കും, പിന്നെയും നമ്മൾ ശ്രമിച്ചുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കും. അതുപോലെ ചില പ്രയത്നിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട്, ചിലത് സ്വീകരിക്കേണ്ടതുണ്ട്. മക്കൾ തളരരുത്. ചിലപ്പോൾ നമ്മൾ വിചാരിച്ചതാണെങ്കിലും തളരാതെ ശ്രമിച്ചുകൊണ്ട് മക്കൾ ഇരിക്കുക, തളരാൻ പാടില്ല. അപ്പോൾ ഏതൊരു കോളേജിനെ എടുത്ത് നോക്കുമ്പം അവരെത്ര ഫണ്ട് കൊണ്ടുവന്ന് എത്ര പേപ്പർ എഴുതി, ഇതൊക്കെ നോക്കിയിട്ടാണ് റാങ്കിങ് നിശ്ചയിക്കുന്നത്. ആ ഗ്രാമങ്ങളിലുള്ള ജനങ്ങളുടെ ദുഃഖങ്ങളും കഷ്ടപ്പാടുകളും ഈ കുഞ്ഞുങ്ങളെ അവരുടെ പഠിത്തത്തിൽ ഇതുകൂടി ചേർക്കണം. ആ ഗ്രാമത്തിൽ കൊണ്ടുപോയി അവരുടെ ജീവിതം ഇവർ കാണണം, കാണിച്ചു കൊടുക്കണം. അപ്പോഴങ്ങനെ കാണിച്ചു കൊടുക്കുമ്പം ഇവരെന്തെടുക്കുമ്പോഴും കഷ്ടപ്പെടുന്നവരെ ഓർക്കും. ഗ്രാമത്തിലുള്ളവരുടെ ത്യാഗമാണ് പട്ടണത്തിലുള്ളവരുടെ ജീവനെ നിലനിർത്തുന്നത്. പക്ഷെ അവരുടെ ആരോഗ്യത്തിനോ ഒന്നും നമ്മൾ അവരുടെ കാര്യത്തിൽ പലരും ശ്രദ്ധിക്കുന്നില്ല. അതുകൊണ്ട് കുഞ്ഞുങ്ങളവിടെ കൊണ്ടുപോകുന്നവരുടെ മനസ്സലിയും. നമ്മൾ ഗ്രാമത്തിൽ കുഞ്ഞുങ്ങളെ കൊണ്ടുപോയപ്പോൾ ഒരു 50% കുട്ടികളിലും വ്യത്യാസം വന്നു. ആഡംബര ജീവിതത്തിൽ നിന്നും വേസ്റ്റുകളിൽ നിന്നും അവരെ ഓർത്ത് സഹായിക്കാനുള്ള മനോഭാവങ്ങൾ പലരും കാണാനിടയായി. അപ്പോൾ ആ കാരുണ്യത്തിൻ്റെ മനസ്സ് കൊണ്ടുവന്നാലേ ശരിയായുള്ള വിദ്യാഭ്യാസം വ്യക്തി മനസ്സിന് വ്യാപ്ത മനസ്സിലേക്ക് പോകണം. നമ്മളിപ്പോൾ പക്ഷിയെപ്പോലെ പറക്കാനും മത്സ്യത്തെപ്പോലെ നീന്താനും പഠിച്ച് മനുഷ്യരെപ്പോലെ നടക്കാനും ജീവിക്കാനും മറന്നു പോവുകയാണ്. അപ്പം അതുകൊണ്ട് ശരിയായ ഒരു നല്ല മനുഷ്യനാകാൻ ഈ ഒരു ഭാവം കൂടെ കോളേജുകളിൽ കൊണ്ടുവന്ന് പഠന വിഷയമാക്കിയാലും നന്നായിരിക്കുമെന്ന് എനിക്ക് തോന്നുന്നു. നമ്മുടെ സനാതനധർമ്മത്തിൽ സെട്ടി സെറ്റാവൻ രണ്ടല്ലെന്ന് പറയാമല്ലോ. സമുദ്രത്തിലും വെള്ളമുണ്ട്, തിരയിലും വെള്ളമുണ്ട്. സ്വർണത്തിലും കമ്മലും മാലയുണ്ട്, കമ്മലും മാലിലും സ്വർണ്ണമുണ്ട്. രണ്ടിലും അടിസ്ഥാനം സ്വർണ്ണമാണ്. അപ്പോൾ സൃഷ്ടിയെ സൃഷ്ടാവായി കണ്ട് സേവിക്കുക, സ്നേഹിക്കുക, അതാണ് സനാതനധർമ്മം നമ്മളോട് പറഞ്ഞിരിക്കുന്നത്. ഒരു പ്ലെയിൻ്റെ എൻജിൻ കേടായാലും പറക്കുകയില്ല, സ്ക്രൂവിലും പറക്കാൻ സാധിക്കില്ല. ഒന്നും നിസ്സാരമല്ല നമുക്ക്. ഇത് പറയുമ്പോൾ ഓർക്കുന്നൊരു സംഭവം, ഒരു നാൽക്കാല കവലയിൽ ഒരു വിഗ്രഹം ഇരുന്നു. ആ വിഗ്രഹം ഇങ്ങനെ 2 കൈയും പൊക്കിയിട്ട് കൈ പൊക്കി പിടിച്ചിരിക്കുന്ന വിഗ്രഹമാണ്. കഴുത്തിലൊരു തകിടിൽ 2 കൈയും പൊക്കിയിട്ട് എൻ്റെ കൈകളിലേക്ക് വരുമെന്നാണ് അതിനകത്ത് എഴുതിയിരുന്നത്. അപ്പോൾ കുറച്ച് നാൾ കഴിഞ്ഞപ്പോൾ ഏതോ കാരണം കൊണ്ട് കൈ നഷ്ടപ്പെട്ടു. അപ്പോൾ ചുറ്റുമുള്ള ഗ്രാമവാസികൾ പറഞ്ഞു, ഈ വിഗ്രഹം കൈകൊട്ട് ഇല്ലതാനും കൈകളിലേക്ക് വരുമെന്ന് എഴുതിയിരിക്കുന്നു, അതുകൊണ്ട് ഈ വിഗ്രഹം മാറ്റി വയ്ക്കാം. ഒരു ഗ്രൂപ്പ് പറഞ്ഞു. ഒരു ഗ്രൂപ്പ് പറഞ്ഞതല്ല, ഇങ്ങനെ കൈകൾ ഫിറ്റ് ചെയ്ത് പിടിപ്പിച്ചാൽ മതി, മാറ്റേണ്ട ആവശ്യമില്ല. വേറെ പ്രായം ചെന്നൊരു അച്ഛൻ പറഞ്ഞു, കൈകൾ വയ്ക്കുകയും ചെയ്യേണ്ട, മാറ്റുകയും വേണ്ട. അപ്പോൾ പിന്നെ കൈകളില്ല, പിന്നെ എഴുതിയിരിക്കുന്ന തകടിൽ ഇതിൻ്റെ കൈകളിലേക്ക് വരുമോ? അപ്പോൾ ആ പ്രായം അച്ഛൻ പറഞ്ഞു, ആ തരകത്തിനടിയിൽ എഴുതിയിരിക്കുക, എൻ്റെ കൈ നിങ്ങളിലൂടെ. അപ്പോൾ ഈശ്വരൻ്റെ കൈ നമ്മളിലൂടെയാണ്, നമ്മുടെ കണ്ണിലൂടെയാണ്, നമ്മുടെ ചെവിയിലൂടെയാണ്. സാധാരണക്കാരനൊരു പോസ്റ്റാണ്, തപസ്ക്ക് ട്രാൻസ്ഫർ, അത്രയും ശക്തി ധ്യാനം കൊണ്ടും മനോഭാവം കൊണ്ടും ഉദ്ധരിക്കാൻ സാധിക്കും. അതുകൊണ്ട് ജനങ്ങൾക്ക് കൊടുക്കുമ്പോഴാണ് അത് പാല് തിളച്ച് തുളുമ്പുന്ന പോലെ നമ്മളെ വ്യക്തി മനസ്സ് വ്യാപ്ത മനസ്സിലേക്ക് കൊണ്ടുപോകും. കാരുണ്യം സമൂഹത്തിനും ജനങ്ങൾക്കും, പ്രത്യേകിച്ച് നമ്മുടെ ഗ്രാമങ്ങൾക്കും നന്മയും വികാസവും ഉണ്ടാക്കുന്ന മക്കളുടെ എല്ലാ പ്രവർത്തനങ്ങൾക്കും ഒപ്പം അമ്മയുണ്ട്. അറിവിൻ്റെ പുതിയ മേഖല കണ്ടെത്താനും ലോകത്തിന് ഉപകാരപ്രദമായ സംഭാവന നൽകാൻ മക്കൾക്ക് കർമ്മവീര്യവും ആത്മശക്തിയും തെളിഞ്ഞ ബുദ്ധിയും ഉണ്ടാകാൻ മക്കളെ പരമാത്മാവ് തന്നെ സമർപ്പിക്കുന്നു.
We are extremely fortunate to receive divine guidance through a unique message. A lighted lamp is a symbolic of knowledge, wisdom, and enlightenment, representing the divine presence of Goddess Saraswati. Knowledge is the everlasting wealth that can remove ignorance just as light removes darkness. As we welcome a new batch of students into Amada family, let us mark this occasion with the ceremonial lighting of the knowledge lamp, signifying the beginning of a journey filled with learning, values, and excellence. May now request top performers of S3 batch to come forward and ignite the eternal flame of knowledge. Student representative from senior batches will be handing over the lights to their juniors, symbolizing sharing of wisdom, guidance, and the enduring spirit of Amada family. I request our senior students, Sanjana S., Jayan Jayaprakash, Dhanya Krishna, K. Chinnida, Amala B., and Tanusri Surya Tidesh, to hand over the lamp to their respective juniors.
ജീവന്റെ കണ്ണുനീരൊപ്പുവാൻ
May this symbolic ceremony inspire each one of us to pursue knowledge with humility, uphold our values with integrity, and carry the light of learning wherever we go. It's our honor to invite Sampuja Swami Purnamritananda Puri, a senior renunciate disciple of our beloved Amma. Swami Purnamritananda Puri is the General Secretary of Mata Amritanandamayi Mutt. For the past 45 years, he has been relentlessly engaged in the noble spiritual and humanitarian activities of the Mutt that Amma envisioned and initiated. An engineering graduate, Swamiji had been a research scientist with the prestigious Raman Research Institute, Bangalore. Swamiji first met Amma while on his quest for the secret of life. Deeply moved by the profound qualities and spirituality that Amma embodies, Swamiji has dedicated his life to the cause of the countless noble social welfare activities organized by Amma. He has traveled all over the world conducting satsangs, bhajans, meditation programs, and spiritual and personality development camps with an aim to bring the spiritual upliftment of not just the individuals but the entire society. Through his uplifting discourses, soothing flute meditations, soul-stirring devotional singing, and his nurturing presence, Swamiji reaches out to people of all ages, guiding them to remain ever focused on the transformative journey of spirituality. It's with profound respect and humility that I extend a warm welcome to Swami Purnamritananda Puri to deliver the benedictory address.
സ്നേഹാലോകസുമോഹനവദനാം കരുണാദ്രാനത നയനാം രമ്യാം ശ്രുതജനപാലന വ്യഗ്രാം സൗമ്യാം അമൃതാനന്ദമയീം പ്രണമാമി. Om Amriteshwariye Namaha. My humble pranams to all the dignitaries on the dais and off the dais. Pranams to all my divine sisters and brothers, parents, faculties, dear students. Welcome to Amrita family. That is Amma's dream, that this entire world should become like one family. At present, we are getting divided in the name of caste, religion, languages, politics, nation. Amma tries to dissolve all these feelings of divisions with her divine love. I remember one of the most important slokas of Ramayana. Ramam Dasharatham Vidhi Mam Vidhi Janakatmaja Ayodhyam Adavim Vidhi Gachatata Yatha Sukham. When Lord Sri Rama was about to go to the forest, his younger brother Lakshmana also wanted to follow him. He goes to his mother Sumitra for her permission and blessings. Then that mother gave a beautiful advice, which all mothers in this world should remember to give to their children. That is this sloga. Ramam Dasharatham Vidhi Mam Vidhi Janakatmaja Ayodhyam Adavim Vidhi Gachatata Yatha Sukham. Darling son, consider Sri Rama as your father Dasharatha. Consider Sita as your mother Sumitra. Consider that dense forest as your country Ayodhya. Go and come back peacefully. Actually, Sanskrit language is very rich with meaning. You can interpret this sloga in so many different ways. One of the interpretations is like that. Consider Sri Rama as your father, Dasharatha means consider all elder men as your father, respect them. Consider Sita as your mother, Sumitra means consider all ladies as your mother, or try to see your mom in all ladies irrespective of their age and respect them. Consider that dense forest as your country, Ayodhya means consider all countries in this world as an extension of your country. For that, first love your country, love the culture of your country, then spread that message of love around the world. If you can do this, you can enjoy everlasting bliss even if you are in the middle of difficulties of life. One mother reveals the secret to enjoy life. All of us want to enjoy life, no? Everybody want to enjoy life, but we never get a chance to enjoy life. We are engaged throughout our life. We were solving problems, but we are not finding the real solution for our problems. All of us, when we came to this world, we cried. Why? We had to face the first problem in our life, the breathing problem. While we were in the womb of the mother, oxygen supply was directly connected and no effort was necessary. First time in our life, we had to put effort. We did not know how to use the lungs. We screamed. All of a sudden, lungs started expanding. Then we could breathe. We thought, oh, that problem is solved. Life is so comfortable. I will be comfortable throughout my life. But after some time, again cried. For what? Second problem, hunger. When we cried, mom came and gave milk. When the stomach became full, we were very happy, comfortable. Oh, no more problem in our life. If there are problems, we know the solution. What? Just cry. Again cried for dolls. Again cried when we were sent to the kindergarten school. Again cried in the exam hall. Again cried, some cried for girlfriends. Again others cried for boyfriends. Some cried because of girlfriends. Some others cried because of boyfriends. Some cried for not getting a job. Some cried after getting the job. Some cried for not getting married. Some others cried a lot after marriage. Some cried for not having children. Some others cried because of children. Finally, life ends up with the biggest cry in front of death. Where is the time to enjoy? We were solving problems throughout our life. We do not know the real solution. That's the problem. So we were engaged throughout our life, but where is the time to enjoy? Is it possible to enjoy every moment of your life? Is it possible for you to enjoy by performing action? Amma says, yes. If you can perform your actions with relaxation, with love, then you can enjoy even problems. That is what spirituality teaches us. Without learning the essence of spirituality, it is impossible to enjoy life. In ancient time, there was Gurukula system of education. The students were sent to the Gurukulas in the middle of the forest, where no five-star accommodation, no tasty food, no internet connection, no mobile phone. Can you imagine? Here it is much better. So the student had to go through the difficulties of life. that is how we can become strong enough to face the challenges of life. So the first lesson given by the master was Satyam vada, dharmam chara, madrudevo bhava, pitrudevo bhava, acharya devo bhava, atiti devo bhava. When the student come to the ashram, the guru gives the advice, always tell the truth, always follow dharma. Then the most important advice, consider your mom as God. Kunye, ninde amma Ishwarnanu. Try to see goodness in your mom. If you cannot find any goodness in your mom, you will never be able to find goodness anywhere else, and you cannot become successful in your life. So first get the blessings of your mom, because you have experienced the love of God first from your mom. So never think that you can enjoy life after hurting your mom and your father. You need their blessings. Pitradevo bhava. You need the blessings of your father. So try to see goodness in your father. Acharya devo bhava. Try to see goodness in your teacher. To become successful in your life, you need the blessings of each and every objects of this world. For that, you need humility. Then only you can learn. This universe is a university. Each and every object can teach us lessons. It is impossible for us to teach others, but many people will learn from us. Our personality is much more important than our intelligence. Intelligence is needed. IQ is needed. IQ is needed to calculate and learn things, remember things, reproduce the informations, but IQ alone is not enough to become successful. EQ is equally important, emotional quotient. You should be able to control your emotions. So we need training program to control our emotions. Always have a smiling face. Your personality should be attractive. You need not have to go to the beauty parlor to become beautiful. Some people go to the beauty parlor. Why? Not you people, some people. Why? They know very well that they are not beautiful enough. But the real beauty can be invoked through your innocence. That is special about Amrita. Amrita produces professionals with innocence, with purity. That is special about Amrita. Our Amma, she studied only up to 4th standard. But she already got 3 doctorate degrees. The first doctorate degree was awarded by State University of New York, Buffalo University. During the ceremony, I was present. Scholars from all over the world were present. After the ceremony, some of them came for Amma's darshan. They asked Amma so many difficult scientific questions. Amma gave beautiful answers for their questions. And they wondered, they asked Amma, Amma, how is it possible for you to answer all these difficult questions without thinking? Then Amma said, it is possible because I don't know anything. ഒന്നും അറിയില്ല എന്ന ഭാവം വന്നാൽ എല്ലാം അറിയാൻ സാധിക്കും. Amma made a beautiful statement. If you can become empty, you can enjoy the beauty of fullness. So real learning happens after emptying us. That's the difference between teachers and masters. Teachers fill your mind with informations, and masters delete all unwanted informations recorded in the hard disk of your mind. There should be space in the hard disk of the mind. So the master will delete all the unwanted informations. So humility is so important to learn. So simplicity is needed to learn. So that's why ancient time, the disciple had to stay with the master for so many years, almost 12 years, learning to face the challenges of life. You should know how to get adjusted with the different personalities. So that's the greatness of hostel life. You have to come out of your comfort zone and go through the path of difficulties. Only then great achievements are possible. That is the saying of the great rishis. Tyage naige amrtatamanachahu. Only through sacrifice they attained. Behind every achievement, there's a story of sacrifice. We think that after academic qualification, everything is there. No. Academic qualification alone is not enough. You should be strong enough to get adjusted with the different personalities if you want to work in an office or anywhere. Your personal life, family life, professional life, spiritual life, everywhere you need this strength. You need intuitive knowledge also. Amma's knowledge is coming out of intuition. Her wisdom is not from books. You ask any question, answer is ready. And you ask Amma, how is it possible? I don't know. She is connected with the cosmic intelligence. That is possible if you are a good conductor of divinity. The whole universe is an ocean of energy. Our ancient masters said, Brahma Chaitanyam. We are all connected each other. You cannot hurt anyone without hurting you. Everything will come back. That's what when I met Amma first time, I asked Amma, I want to kill God if there's a God. Amma asked, why? In this world, so many people are suffering from poverty and starvation. Some are leading luxurious life in this creation. Each creature is the food of another creature. If there's a God who created such a cruel world, I have got such an anger to kill him. Amma said, I like you. Because you are angry towards God, not because of selfishness, but out of compassion to the suffering. God dwells in such a heart where there is love and compassion. Amrita activated the love and compassion. Then Amma said, God is not somebody who punishes. He's the protector. He's the embodiment of love, embodiment of compassion. How can he punish us? But we are punishing ourselves through our words and action. Amma mentioned Newton's law. For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. It is applicable in the subtle realm also. Even your thoughts have power to decide your future. You need not have to become a slave to your fate. Change your fate by changing the qualities of your present thoughts. That's what Achyutamrita, during the morning session, he mentioned the importance of prayer. That's what prayer. What is prayer? Producing positive vibrations around you. Your smiling face can become a prayer. Soothing words can become a prayer. Actions with love can become a prayer. Actions with perfection can become a prayer. Every moment can become a prayer. Then you will come to know that you are getting connected with the cosmic force. Life becomes effortless. Nothing to worry about your future. It's well programmed. But you should know how to sustain your innocence throughout your life. That's why start from your mom. Try to see mom everywhere. So it is not very difficult to change your destiny if you know how to imagine positively, positive thinking. That is prayer. Before meeting Amma, I had a strong feeling that technology is enough to solve human problems. A divine help is not necessary. Prayer is not necessary. All the sciences should be against God. But after joining Raman Institute, one of the super scientists, a Christian lady, she was my boss. She gave me a beautiful advice. She said, you are going to do research on solar radiation, so please chant Gayatri Mantra few times every day, several times every day, before you start your work, because it is impossible to become successful in your life without intuitive knowledge. You know Gayatri Mantra. Om Bhurbhuvaswaha तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न prachodayat. When the rishi saw the rising sun, he did not think it as a fireball. Instead, he could feel divinity radiating from that sun. He prayed, "Oh sun god, you transmit light and energy to these entire beings in this world and other world. Please illumine my intellect also." He said, "Oh sun god, you are transmitting light and energy to these entire beings in this world and other world," which means he was not praying to this external sun. You can see millions of suns in the sky the night time. All the stars are also like sun. But there is a sun that illumines all these external suns. Atma Surya. He was trying to activate that inner sun, the source of knowledge, by humility, through humility. So try to activate the inner sun. Then you can get connected with the cosmic intelligence. Only one qualification is needed for that: your purity. Keep your body pure, keep your mind pure, keep your body healthy. If you have a healthy body and a pure mind, anything is possible in this lifetime. All these achievements are useful as long as the body is healthy. If you do not respect your body, body can punish you and take you to everlasting ocean of suffering. So you should be very careful when you handle your body. It's a gift given by God. Unimaginable amount of energy is there within this body. Activate it and you can become this emperor of this universe. That's what Amma says. Nothing to worry about life. After being with Amma for more than 45 years, whatever I learned from Amma, I can tell you in 4 lines. There is music even in silence. There is dance even in stillness. There is beauty even in ugliness. There is coolness of bliss even in the heat of suffering. Love can make every experience extremely beautiful. Let Amma bless all of you to activate your innocence and become successful throughout your life. Thank you so much. Ashwaya.
We are immensely grateful to you, Swamiji, for the inspiring message and invaluable words of wisdom. Now it's my privilege to invite Dr. Prema Nedungadi, the Associate Dean of School of Computing, Founding Director of Amada Create, and also the UNESCO Chairholder on Assistive Technologies in Education at Amada University. She is recognized among Stafford University, world's 2% scientist. Ma'am served as India's coordinator of C20 Working Group on Education and Digital Transformation during India G20 presidency. Dr. Prema Nedungadi has also received several prestigious honors, including Digital India Award from the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology and IT Excellence Award for E-Learning and Education from the Computer Society of India, and for her outstanding contribution on digital empowerment and education. She has led over 20 nationally funded research and societal impact projects in the field of education, healthcare, and digital inclusion, supported by the organizations such as METI, UNICEF, Ministry of Tribal Affairs, DST, NCRT, and the Ministry of Ayush. Over to you, ma'am.
Om Amriteshwarye Namaha. My humble pranams to Amma, pranams and gratitude to Swamiji for gracing us at this induction program Warm welcome to our special guests, faculty, alumni, also to the parents and our students who are now joining the Amrita family. You're beginning your BTech journey at the Computer Science School. We have multiple programs, CSC, CSE AI, cybersecurity, AINDS, and our newest program, CSC in quantum computing. This is an extraordinary time for computing AI technology. AI is reshaping everything, and we are incorporating that into our schools and university, how we learn, how we work, how we solve problems. And we also find that technology is changing nearly every month. That's the rate that is happening right now. And what you'll find is our school has a very good board of studies, international members, industry experts, and together we are forming curriculum for you. What is very unique about Amrita is that it's probably one of the only universities in the world which is founded by a humanitarian leader. And so we have Amma's vision that is guiding us. We also have what we call NGO and university collaboration. We have our medical hospital and university collaboration. So what that means is, in terms of research, in terms of projects, in terms of real work and technologies that the School of Computing and AI can build, we have real field to play with. So we can actually get data from our hospital. We can work with doctors. We can work with Ayurveda. We have the School of Biotechnology. We have multiple centers of excellence, such as the robotics, and also within engineering, where we can collaborate. And so what I would say is, what has changed from before is all computer science students have to be jack of all trades or many trades and master of some, which are in your area. So it's no longer sufficient to limit ourselves to computer science and AI. We must collaborate. We must take electives that are outside computer science department. And that is where you will get a lot of support from our university, from our policies. Amrita is a very research-intensive university. When the university first started, that's what Amma said. She did not want it to be just another teaching college. So that is why we are multidisciplinary. We do a lot of research. What you learn here will really prepare you to work outside in the world, whether it is an industry, whether you go abroad for higher studies, or you go into NGOs, or you go into application domain, whatever it is, you will get that breadth of experience in addition to the depth, the core CSC and mathematical foundations. And the other thing you'll find, of course, is our Chancellor, Amma. It's very unique. This is the only campus which is right next to the ashram. And Amma is guiding us every step of the way. She guides us directly on the research, even on some of the academics and the new areas we should go into. There are students that go to her and show their projects, and Amma may say, modify something or change something or use it somewhere else or even file a patent for it. And so you will find that this is a very different campus. We are very fortunate to be here, and that is why you will find that many of our projects are extremely successful nationally and internationally. As students, you should get into our ACM student chapter, which last year won the Best Chapter Award in 2025. We also have cybersecurity and the FOSS Club. So there's a lot of technical clubs that you must be part of. You must participate in hackathons, competitions. It'll help you build not only technical skills, but also team building skills. And we ourselves conduct a lot every year. We already had one, and we will be having one more in September. And again, you'll find that even in these, Amma's guidance is there. Even in my example, about 20 years back, 18 years back, Amma actually asked me to do a PhD and even gave the topic of the PhD. So that is the level of guidance that we are getting here. And we have very excellent supporting teachers and faculty and administrators at our school today, very dedicated and hardworking. And so our goal, we do have the education for life. So we're not looking only at education, all the technical breadth and the technical depth, but we are also looking at two things. One is the values that we must have, the values and the integrity. And the second is building the strength of your mind, what we would say resilient. And there's a story that Amma says. Amma says life is like a game of cards. And sometimes you may get some cards that are not very good, and you may think you may lose the game. But instead of stopping, you just be optimistic, you continue the game, you plan, you think, maybe you'll get better cards. And so that is the difference between somebody who gives up and somebody who moves forward with faith. At the end of Amma's speech, Amma did say that if we are doing something that is good for society, whether it is research, whether it is projects, whether it is program, Amma is with us. And she really is. Whatever we need, whether it is money to do the project, whether it is people who need to help us, whether it is guidance, whether it is, right from the vision, the whole way Amma's with us, that has been our experience. That is the reason that the values, the integrity, the strength that you will find in the faculty here, in the students that have graduated, and definitely that you all will have as Amrita students, will take us to great levels. And to close, I want to share that Amma has always said that you are the light. And what that means is, we are the light, but we do need to learn the wisdom, we do need to learn the knowledge, we need to become the light, and we need to see how we can spread it and share it. Whether it is with our family, whether it's our society, whether it is in our work, whether it is in our studies, whether it's just in being a good human being. And that is what Amrita will give you, both the technical skills and the mental resilience that comes out of our education for life. So I welcome you all once more, and I wish and pray for your success here. Namah Shivaya.
Thank you, ma'am, for your inspiring words. Now, it's my pleasure to invite our esteemed guest, Ms. Srija Srikumar, Enterprise Product and Platforms Leader at Wipro Consulting. With over 2 decades of experience in product engineering, digital transformation, and technology consulting, Ms. Srija has led global organizations in driving platform strategy, cloud modernization, and AI-enabled enterprise transformation. Her deep expertise in building scalable digital products has made her a distinguished leader in the technology industry. May I now invite Ms. Srija to share her journey, experience, and insights with our students.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, distinguished guests and faculty members whom I would like to call as gurus, actually. They've said a lot of things, which probably half of it is not my ability or capacity or potential to actually speak of. So good morning to the parents, and a very warm good morning and welcome to the new batch of future engineers that Amrita is bringing. I came in today with a lot of thoughts about talking to you about technology, about AI, about building products. That's what I do. But I think what's more important, or what's something your books, these things you can learn in the books, in the internet. You have ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, Perplexity, and a lot of those things. So you Google any subject, you get a lot of information. So I thought maybe I will share something that I have lived along and share a few perspectives that I thought is more important for us to build as we grow and as we learn. So it's truly a privilege to actually stand here. Maybe not because of all of those things that ma'am told about me, but because I'm going to be sharing these 15 minutes or maybe 1.5 hours program that we are having, which is going to be your lifetime memory of a day one of your career. For me, career does not start with you graduating out of a program. Career starts with where you start on the day one, starting to explore, starting to learn. So maybe talking is not actually my skill, so I'll start off with a few questions. You could, students here, maybe just give me a show of hands, please. Hi? Yeah, we have a lot of them, 500. All right, so maybe I'll start off with a question that, 3 questions. You could identify yourselves into one of the categories, and when you think that is you, please be honest to yourselves and raise your hands. How many of you are here because you think you love technology, computer science, building products, making technologies, etc., etc., etc.? Okay, hands are coming up. That's it. Okay, good. We still have good numbers. Second category, how many of you here because your parents told, or some chat and chechi in the neighborhood told that there is a good scope for AI? It is the world of technology and the world of digital products that is coming in. AI is taking over, so there is good scope and good money in this field. How many of you are here for that? Ah, okay. I see you. Great. Third category. I don't know. I got enrollment into Amrita or into computer science engineering, and I'm here. Let's figure out as we go. First, stand up. 25 years back, when I was on the day one, if somebody would have asked me, I would have told, I don't know. I'm here because my parents put me here. I'm here because all the admissions were over in the other colleges, and this is the only subject and only place where I could actually come in. I'm here because I did not know what I could limit my interest into. I had a variety of interests. I wanted to do psychology, behavioral sciences. I loved that subject. I liked to do forensics. I don't know, I had no clue about what forensics is, but that word enticed me. And I also had deep passion for journalism. And I don't know why. Investigative journalism, travel journalism, these were things that I actually wanted to do. And I ended up sitting in front of, or amongst a pool of people who were talking about computers, sitting in one place. If you notice, the three things that I told is not sitting in one place. You interact with people, you move along. And here I am sitting in amongst a crowd that is going to spend their rest of lives sitting for around 8 to 12 hours in front of, according to me, idiot box at that time. So for me, sitting was not a job that I did any time want to do. But there's something that told me inside, just 3 words, let me try. I don't know what I wanted to do, so let me try what is coming to me. Computer science was not my dream, not even in my dreams. It was not a passion that I hold. I never thought I would be able to become a software engineer or create some products or write codes, even to the basic set of it. So for me, that 3 words that rung me inside at that time is the first thing that I wanted to leave with you. Be open to things that come into your life. It may come via your parents, it may come via some enrollments or scholarships, or it could come maybe via some brochures or pamphlets, or it would come as competitions, it could come as anything, but be open to have and receive what comes in as opportunities to you and build on that. So that's probably the first thing that I have learned, and that has taken me all along these 21 years that I have been with the industry. Every time there's a new thing, every time there is a change, every time there is something that the industry brings in, technology changes. We've had several changes, we should be honest to ourselves, because we have had technology change from maybe just the basic thing that you use today, mobile phones. You had land phones doing trunk calls, then land phones doing STDs and ISTs. We don't even remember the full form of the abbreviations STD and IST these days, because we have smartphones now, which can actually connect people across using internet. So there's absolutely no stagnation in the industry. It changes. Earlier it used to be months, 18 months, a year, 2 years. And like Prima ma'am said now, it is every month, I would say every week. You see some release that's coming and some press release, some company brought in something, and things have changed. So the second thing that you should think and carry back from this 4 years is your ability to change and adapt. We all have heard one, you can say anecdote or saying, Kurukante Buddhi. What does the fox, the sly fox, actually hold as a character? The most adaptable animal, the most intelligent animal, you can say. It knows how and when to move its strategies to a different set of efforts and fall to the situation. So become like that fox who is able to understand how the flow is going and move towards that. That's probably the second thing that you could actually do to yourselves, the best thing that you could do to yourselves. And the third one is the process of learning, I would call as unlearning. We learn several things in college. I did, like I said, computer science in my graduation. From there, I moved into, surprisingly, doing my post-graduation also in IT. Not because of choice, because that was what everybody was doing at that time. I was not particularly, again, still interested, but I did find some holding ground for myself on the computer science. From then, I started off being a Microsoft person, having certifications there, did some trainings into Microsoft, became a trainer at the Microsoft, then came in becoming a developer for some time, doing architectures for some time, doing solutioning requirements, things like that for some time. So every time that I have moved in roles and every time industry has moved, I've worked across aviation, across consumer goods, across insurance, supply chain management. So every time a change has come, your ability to unlearn what you already learned, because you learned to maybe crawl at the age of 2, does not mean that you will crawl at the age of 40. You have to unlearn that crawling. You can use it when you like it, but then you have to unlearn crawling in order to start running. So make sure that you are having that ability to unlearn things and bring out or adapt yourselves to the change that is happening. Fourth, I guess, was already covered what I wanted to talk. Swamiji spoke to us about problem solving, and that's probably again a mindset. How many of you think programming is actually a skill? Is programming a skill? Yes? We all have been taught that programming is a skill. Which technology, what language, how do you use things? It is not actually a skill, it's actually a mindset of problem solving. Because when you create programs, when you create softwares, you're actually not writing some script or something to do something. What is that something to do something? It's solving someone's problem. Industry has a problem, society has a problem, some person has a problem, some business has a problem. So you solve that via your software programs or products or whatever you call that as. So programming, if you're thinking it is a skill that you can just learn from books, it is not. It is about people. You should learn to talk to people, to identify the problems and to solve them. And that's probably the fourth thing that you should carry back in these 4 years. Build that ability and build that knowledge to conduct. Now, is knowledge alone sufficient? I don't know. I have probably good knowledge on some things, and I do not know several other things. So what does take you further to the next phase of life when you don't know something? Heard the word confidence? What is confidence? It's not knowing things. It's knowing that you can face, you have the courage to face things, accept the failures, maybe if you're failing, build your knowledge and use that knowledge to get through the problem that you are getting into. So probably with that, I guess those were the 5 things that I wanted to leave with you. As you're starting your journey, don't be afraid to learn, unlearn, because end of 4th year, I can give you in writing, the technologies that you're learning today might have moved from here to Mars. So if you're not willing to learn, if you're not willing to change, if you're not willing to break the boundaries that you have built for yourselves, you will never ever grow. So start talking to people, be open to perceptions, be open to opinions, take guidances, advices from your teachers. I think you have a very good setup and infrastructure here, as the teachers were telling you. Infrastructure, use that, build things, and more than that, break things, because what you learn with breaks, whether it is hard breaks or it is software breaks, you will never learn it outside. Okay, so build, break, build, break, build many things. Be open to competitions, be open to hackathons, papers, write, read a lot. Don't confine yourselves to using ChatGPT, Claude, Perplexity for decision making, for intelligence, because you are the brain. The biggest project that you can work on is not a ChatGPT, not a software program. The biggest program that you can work on and the biggest project is actually yourselves. So build your character, build your perspective. Rest, chalta rahega. It will happen on the way. Thank you so much. Wish you a very warm welcome and all the best for your future.
Thank you, ma'am, for such an inspiring speech that inspire our future engineers for a better tomorrow. Now, it's my honor to invite Brahmajari Vishwanathamrita Chaitanya, Head of Corporate and Industry Relations, CIR, at Amada Vishwavedam, Amadapuri campus. Through his dedicated leadership, he has been instrumental in strengthening industry collaboration, fostering corporate partnership, and creating meaningful engagement and opportunities for the students through internship, placements, and professional engagement. His inspiring guidance and unwavering commitment continue to bridge the gap between academia and industry, empowering students to excel in their careers while upholding Amrita's values of excellence and service. May now respectfully invite Brahmachari Vishwanathamrita Chaitanya to deliver the felicitation address.
Om Amriteshwari Namaha. My pranams at the lotus feet of Amma. Prostrates to Swamiji and other distinguished guests on the stage. My greetings to all faculty members, students, and your parents. Really, along with my colleagues and other guests here, I really welcome all of you to this first day of your life in Amritapuri campus. As already mentioned, Amrita is not like other universities. And primary reason being, the chancellor of this university is Amma. Amma, I'm not sure whether all of us are familiar, even though Amma is a internationally known humanitarian and spiritual leader. Amma is only 4th standard literate, but she's built this institution today, which is giving hope and promise for humanity. As mentioned, in a world that is driven with divisions, caste, religion, nation, all the divisions, Amma giving the message of love and compassion. And this day, more than 50 million people having come to Amma and taken solace and comfort. So that is Amrita. And Amma has not built this institution just like any other. The purpose is very clear. Every student who walks through the portals of this university will carry that ideal in their heart. And I believe that is the investment that you are making by having your child study in Amrita over the next 4 years. I'm sure as parents, your biggest concern today is, okay, is this the right place? Where have we come? It's a little village in a distant, remote corner of Kerala. And you all have come from different parts of the country with a hope in your heart that my child will be taken care and that will be equipped to deal with the future in these 4 years of education they receive here. So over the past 3 decades, Amrita has educated and sent to the world thousands, if not lakhs of students who are definitely contributing to the society. And Amma's mission, as beautifully now we listen to Amma, what was her focus? What was the message she was giving us? Our mind is infinite. It has some tremendous capability, but you have to learn to use it well. The story of the snail, the patience and hope, that will keep us forward. And the philosophy of creation and creator are one. Amma doesn't believe in a God in a heaven somewhere else. Amma says, if somebody asks Amma, who's God? Amma says, you are my God. Amma sees God in creation. And Amma teaches us to serve the world as God. Manava Seva, Madhava Seva. That ideal we have to practice in our life. It's not an idea we need to carry in our minds. Through this beautiful mode of education, little by little, Amrita University hopes to instill in our children the beauty of, as Swamiji rightly said, to see beauty in ugliness. We have to be trained for that. And the training is what our students will receive at Amrita. That is why our students go to hundreds of villages across the country, hoping that they can teach something to the children and the villages in remote parts of the country. And professors and students from all over the world join them. But at the end of the day, when they complete their studies and the project, they realize they learn more than what they teach these villages. Our villages carry the richness of our values and culture and traditions of this land. Unfortunately, because of an unfortunate past, we lost our connect with our true Indian. Today morning, I was reading an article. In the United States, which most of our educated youth look forward to settling down and making a living, what has happened to most of our public universities, top-line public universities of our country like IITs and other institutions, where as soon as we graduate, we go and settle down and make a life there. This article was saying 49% of the youth up to 20 plus years, they stay with their parents, 49 out of, they say once upon a time, they would make fun of India because our children stay with us. And they felt they had a better model of living. Today, for whatever reasons, 49% of American children into their youth live with their parents, and they're saying now they are experiencing the beauty and happiness of family life, which is actually truly our own, and we were being made fun of. Why am I saying this, friends? Because today I believe I should be speaking more to the parents than to the students. Because students, they will be with us for the next 4 years. Amrita really believes in family values. It's very important that children learn the importance of the family, because we should not assume about its existence, because many parts of the world it is lost. We still carry the beauty of being together. Okay, in our childhood we had a joint family, now it has become a family. Probably, I think in many parts of the metros it became a nuclear family. But we have to rediscover many of the things that we are losing. And Amrita, through all these beautiful cultural, rituals, little by little, we are inviting into our life what has been lost to us. As a person responsible for students' placement after they graduate, maybe I should be speaking more about, what they should be doing for their jobs. I think Ms. Srija stole much of my talk in that sense. But the point I'm trying to make is, your children, when they come to Amrita, it may be a remote place in the country, but let me tell you, some of the accomplishments of our students from a professional's perspective. This is the campus today. We have heard of, this cyber security, capture the flag. India is our Amrita University students from this campus has been the leading team in the country for more than 15 years, #1 team. Globally, we are within the top 10 ranked consistently. When it comes to designing robots, there is a competition that happens mostly in Japan, and our students participate in the contest along with different universities from across the world. Invariably, our students get the #1 grand prize, and it's been happening for the past almost a decade. Every year, year after year. Okay, the HUT labs led by Dr. Rajesh Kannan. And incidentally, I'm not sure whether you read in the news, last year, Amrita student, Harvard University conducted a global contest to give a grand prize. There are several tracks. The grand prize, from all over the world, Carnegie Mellon, MIT, Stanford, you name it. Can you believe globally #1 prize was won by Amrita student from the AI branch? That is the power and that is the guidance your students are going to receive when you are part of the Amrita University system. So while we emphasize on the importance of values to make our students strongly grounded in human values, at the same time, there's no compromise in giving them the best so that they are able to perform and live their life, just like our motto says, education for life and education for living. So on both counts, we take care of them well. And you can be assured that in the next 4 years, your students they'll definitely be very successful, provided they do their part. It's important. Students value the importance of time. They also value, and they also, friendship is also very important, but please be very careful. Sometimes friendship can also take us away from our purpose for which you are here. So please make friendships in a qualitative way, in a constructive way, so that it can help your growth and your future. And before I close, it's very, very important for us to recognize, because all of you come from different parts of the country and even outside probably. Amma is here just across the backwaters. There's the international headquarters of the Mada Amrita and the Mayimat. I remember 30 years back, there was only a little village. You can see all these. But Amma is there, giving darshan, morning to evening, waiting for her children. So the greatest blessing you receive is from Amma. Take Amma's blessings before you leave and experience that a human being can be divine, that you can experience in Amma's presence. It is her blessings and her guidance and grace that is really taking our Amrita University as a global brand all over the world. So wish my prayers and blessings to all the students, praying from us blessings that all of you do very well in Amrita. And to the parents, don't worry, they're very safe with us in the 4 years when they graduate. I give an example. Last year, I was just looking at the data. Top 1,000 students, I think top 100 students got a 28 lakh package. Top 200 students had 21 lakh package, and so on. The top 500 had 18 lakh package, and top 1,000 students walked out of this campus with 12 lakhs package. So that is the kind of job opportunities you will get in Amrita. I think if you look Google or if you do an AI search, you will see in the top 10, top-notch 10 places, you will see how well Amrita is considered today, even by AI. So again, wish you all the best. Do well. Om Amriteshwari Namaha.
Thank you, Vishwanath Amritaji, for your motivational speech. Alumni are the proud ambassadors of an institution whose accomplishments, experience, and mentorship inspire future generations to dream bigger and achieve greater. It's my pleasure to invite our alumnus, Mr. Harikrishnan Nair. He is the Associate Director at KPMG, one of the world's leading professional service firms specializing in audit, tax, and advisory services. With over 15 years of experience in information security, governance, risk, and compliance, Mr. Harikrishnan has been at the forefront of helping organizations strengthen their cybersecurity posture and build a resilient security culture. His expertise spans IT governance, regulatory compliance, security awareness, and human risk management. Beyond the corporate world, he is actively involved in cybersecurity education, research, authoring initiatives, and making complex security concepts accessible to diverse audience. May I now invite Mr. Harikrishnan Nair to share his professional journey, experience, and valuable insights with our students.
Good morning. Good afternoon. Good night. My humble respects to beloved Amma, the inspiration behind this institution, and the founder. My deepest respects to Sampuja Swamiji and all the dignitaries seated at the dais. And a very warm welcome to all of you, the freshest minds on this campus, the citizens of tomorrow, the engineers of the future. I welcome you all to my alma mater. But please, before I start, allow me a few seconds to drink in this moment. It's because it's a full circle moment for me. 23 years ago, I was sitting there, exactly where you are, listening to somebody who has seen the world and sharing their knowledge. So it's a great honor to be associated with this institution because it has always attracted the greatest minds, from the most erudite scholars to the most talented artists. My greatest and my most precious memory was when the then president, he was known as the people's president, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, came here and interacted with us. Beautiful moments, actually. I can never forget those. While I can never compare myself to anybody sitting here or anybody who has addressed anyone on this platform, I know I am bearing the role of providing you some insight about the world as I see it. But having said that myself, I know how much is going to go in right now, so I will keep it short. And instead of telling 10, 15 things that you should remember, I'll just say one thing that you all must remember. And it's from my experience also. So let me begin with an experience. During my final year, I think it's my MBA or my engineering, I don't 100% remember, but I had to present my final project. And that involved creating a presentation. So the intent of the presentation was to blow away the audience, impress the examiner. So I researched, I searched for information, I sourced it, I cited it, I arranged it into different slides. I think I must have made about 15, 20 slides that day. And I wanted to add a punch to it, so a lot of beautiful imagery, and even some humor with some memes, and some animation. You know, you've got the heading coming up like a and then you've got the important information being blinking, and you had the next slide coming and bouncing like this. So the presentation was really good. The examiner was really impressed, and I got selected also into KPMG because of those skills which I had, not just technical skills, but also presenting those skills. But now, cut to my job at KPMG, and 6 months into my job, I am given the task of creating another presentation. And this time, it is for a senior manager who will be presenting it to really, really senior people, owners of an enterprise, chairman of the board, that level. So I got little information, just little information. So I stretched it as much as I could, and I added a lot of spice to it, a lot of dash to it. And I stretched it to about 10 slides, 10 PowerPoint presentation slides. And the next day, I'm very proud, and I show it to my manager. The manager says, "You made 10 slides." Then, okay, let's see. Slide number 1, slide number 2. 2 minutes into the thing, he gets up, he faces me, and he asks me a question. "What is this garbage?" So he was livid, and naturally I was crestfallen. I mean, sitting till 2 o'clock in the morning, 10 slides out of nothing, and he calls it garbage. So my friends, this is part 1 of what I wish to convey to you. Okay? I'm not saying that your education is not going to teach you anything in the outer world. That's not the intent of this conversation. I'm only telling you that there is a gap between the classroom and the real world. And that is natural. And that's what you should expect. So what I'm going to tell you is going to build on what Srija said and what all the great minds sitting here said. It's exactly the same. So hear me out. None of the knowledge that you're going to get here is not useless. So it's the same thing, you know. If you're playing cricket in the nets, you're practicing. But playing on the field is different. You learn to play an instrument at home, playing it on the stage is different. The difference is that the classroom has predictability. It has an environment which allows you to fail. It's because your knowledge is given a definite structure which you need. You are asked questions, you answer the questions. If the answers are right, you pass. If you fail, you try again. But in the real world, you demonstrate your knowledge through application. So, for instance, you're practicing the nets. So, I'm an avid cricketer. I play club cricket also. So, practicing in the nets is where you develop your muscle memory. So, if you want to practice a cover drive, you learn to watch the ball coming out of the bowler's hand. You anticipate where it's going to pitch. You put your foot there. Make sure your toes is pointing towards the cover boundary. And then you shift your body weight forwards, and then you drive the ball to the boundary. Now, understand, the best players in the world are those who are versatile, who learn on the fly. Right? So instead of defending my work, I listened to everything that the manager had said. He said, "Beta, you're not sitting in front of an examiner who wants to know how much you know. You're sitting in front of people to tell them what they don't know." That's the important difference. So the 10 slides became one powerful slide with as little words as possible, focusing only on the content. Now, this is something that you might be taught here, but you will only understand it once you practice it out there in the world. So, you only have 30 seconds to catch their attention. If you lose that time, they will not be interested in you. And that's a reality. Whereas here, all the teachers have all the patience for you to listen to everything that you want to say, whether it is right or wrong. Because this is where you have the freedom to make mistakes. So my friends, never forget that this gap is real, but it is natural. And it can be overcome with the right attitude. Okay? So I made a slogan long ago, and it says, you can scale any altitude with aptitude and attitude. So after 4 years, when you get your degree in your hand, you're not telling the world that I know theory of computation, I know discrete mathematics, I know operating systems, I know how a protocol works, or programming, or anything. You are also demonstrating the fact that you have the aptitude and attitude of an engineer, which is problem solving. This is what everybody's been saying throughout the morning, right? So this brings me to the core of my message. It may sound counterintuitive to you, but I need you to develop this attitude and aptitude. How? By circumventing one challenge, which you guys have, which I never had when I was growing up, and which I don't think anybody here also had when they were learning. And that challenge is AI. So just how Srija said earlier, don't use GPT for all your problems and all of that. So, but let me confess, okay? My first instinct when I was asked to come and tell a speech here was to put this problem in Gemini and say, Gemini, give me a speech to address the students of a college. And I could have taken a printout of that and read it. Okay, and nobody will know it is AI. But why call me all the way here? Why can't anybody here, do the same thing? One of the seniors can also read it out, right? Because it is not innovative. It is not human. It does not come from the heart. It is not innovative. The industry pays a premium for innovation and out-of-the-box problem solving. Please remember that. You outsource your brain to GPT, they might as well use GPT. Why recruit you? So, if you use AI to solve your problems, it is like using a wheelchair when you have perfectly strong legs, right? If you don't use the muscles of your analytical mind, they atrophy, they become thin, they become useless, they waste away. So, embrace that discomfort of spending 5 to 6 to 7 and 8 hours to analyze a problem. The process is slow, but it's boring. I understand that, but embrace that discomfort. And if you do that, you'll experience something really beautiful. You will find that the problem breaks down into smaller bits, and the solution manifests by itself. When you calm your mind, like Swamiji said, with a calm mind, the problem, which is a huge chunk, breaks down into smaller soluble pieces, and the problem and the solution appears by itself. This is called first principles thinking. And it applies to everything. If you want to work out with a good body, there's a pretty good gym I hear. You want to work out and get a good body, you have to do it on your own. Face the pain of that muscle breakage, muscle fiber breakage. Have protein, stretch, develop that core strength. Same thing with cooking, right? The slower cooked meals are the tastiest meals. The fast food is not as tasty as the slow cooked meal. Right? So, if you embrace the discomfort now and not letting AI do the heavy lifting, you will become, let me tell you, one of the most powerful people in the world. So I conclude by asking you all to play the game, by the rules, no shortcuts. Because the world appreciates the one who plays the game, and not one who knows the game. Huge difference. So I encourage you to resist the temptation, resist the urge to use AI, use gadgets to solve your problems. Put aside your gadgets and put aside your social media. Make friends, talk to each other, sit together, understand conflict, resolve the conflict. Take a problem, think it over, build relationships, go outside social media, fall in love, understand rejection. Because all of these will help you develop a set of skills in these 4 years that will take you all for the next 40 years out there in the world. And only the versatile and only the flexible survive, they thrive. So I conclude by giving you my best wishes. I hope you spend all the quality time of 4 years with this institution and afterwards also. Utilize the wonderful infrastructure that you have here. I was part of the 2003 batch. I had nothing compared to what you guys have today. Nothing. This building wasn't even in existence when I started studying here. But today you have different clubs, you have different courses. You guys are extremely lucky, and I wish I was a student back here again, just like you guys. So all the best, guys. Jai Hind, and I'll see you in the future. And I hope we are able to collaborate. I hope we are able to meet again. All the best. Namaskar.
Altitude you reach in life is determined by your attitude. Thank you, Hari Krishnan, for your inspirational words. Coming back to the campus after 2 decades and sharing your journey for the fresh minds. It was truly inspirational. Thank you, Mr. Hari Krishnan. Let us now watch Embracing the World, a short video that provides insights into the humanitarian outreach initiatives of Amma, the Ashram, and Amrita Vishwavidyapeetham that transformed the lives of countless individuals around the globe.
In the early 1950s, in a small inland village of Kerala in the south of India, a little girl was born and raised. One of her daily tasks was to collect vegetable scraps and rice water from the neighboring homes to feed the cows. As she visited numerous families, she became deeply disturbed by the disparity in living conditions. Some people ate abundantly, while others were afflicted by disease and poverty. These inequalities, which seemed unjust, weighed heavily on the young girl. Saddened by the poverty around her, an inner voice whispered, "If it is their destiny to suffer, it is my duty to relieve them of their suffering. From this moment, the world began to experience the unconditional love, which embraced all with 1,000 arms of compassion and named her Amma. Like a mother, Amma embraces each person who comes to her, creating history in ways the world has never seen or known. Her darshan, lasting for long hours each day, is an unparalleled act of selflessness. For over 35 years, Amma has traveled the globe, tirelessly reaching out to people and wiping their tears. She accepts everyone as they are. To date, Amma has embraced more than 40 million people. When people come to her with their problems, she listens very carefully to each one and gives them practical solutions and support. Based on this direct interaction with millions of people over the years, Amma has launched her humanitarian initiatives. When disasters strike, Amma's compassion pours out to the survivors. From floods in Bihar, Karnataka, Kerala, and Tamil Nadu, to earthquakes in Gujarat, Kashmir, Nepal, and Italy, to tsunamis in India, Sri Lanka, and Japan, Amma's helping hands have provided solace. Her aid has reached the Philippines after a typhoon and the United States after hurricanes. Even when war broke out in Ukraine, Amma's relief was present. With each tragedy, her commitment to humanity shines through. She offers hope to those in need, transcending borders and uniting hearts in resilience and healing. The largest initiative born from Amma's deep concern arose after the Indian Ocean tsunami, which claimed thousands of lives. The waves hit Amma's ashram as well. For more than 6 months, she provided food, medical care, and shelter to tens of thousands of people in Kerala and neighboring states. Long-term rehabilitation included building 6,200 homes for survivors in India and Sri Lanka. Creative therapy sessions to help 10,000 children cope with mental and emotional trauma. Vocational training for 2,500 young adults to rebuild their livelihoods. And 700 new boats to fishing communities to support their return to the sea. In the end, Amma's tsunami relief came to $46 million. For the past 3 decades, Amma has been constructing houses for poor families in villages and slums, including those affected by natural disasters. The houses and apartment blocks are equipped with proper plumbing, water supply, and electricity. Amma has built over 47,000 homes in more than 80 locations across India. Amrita hospitals embody Amma's vision of accessible healthcare, where compassion stands alongside technology. They provide high-quality care that is accessible to all and free treatment for those who cannot afford it. As part of the health outreach, 5 charitable hospitals have been established in rural areas. Each year, they conduct over 100 free health camps in isolated communities. As of 2022, more than $105 million worth of charitable medical care has reached 5.9 million patients. Amma provides free cataract surgeries in slums and remote tribal areas across sub-Saharan Africa. Volunteers have performed over 9,350 procedures and provided more than 36,850 pairs of glasses. Since 2005, Amma has been empowering women to form self-help groups to support their families. The women receive startup capital and access to microloans. They are provided with training in various skill sets, including tailoring, housekeeping, beautician services, carpentry, plumbing, electrical trades, and more. This program has also been extended to the transgender community. Each year, Amma also gives the women financial support and basic needs kits. Today, there are over 250,000 members in 15,000 self-help groups across India. In 2015, Amma donated $15 million to the government of India's Namami Gange, Clean the Ganges project. The focus is on building toilets in impoverished villages along the 2,500-kilometer flowing river. Under Amma's guidance, each year, more than 100,000 volunteers organize over 1,700 cleanup drives across India. This includes constructing public toilets and conducting awareness campaigns. In 2001, volunteers worldwide began planting trees to preserve nature. Millions of trees have been planted, and Amma's organization is a member of the United Nations Billion Tree Campaign. Amma stresses the importance of research to serve the lowest and most vulnerable strata of society. With this compassionate dedication, she founded Amrita University in 2003. Today, It is a multidisciplinary, research-intensive university that partners with leading institutions worldwide. Together, they work towards harnessing the power of technology to solve some of the world's most pressing issues, from disaster management to endemic poverty to cybersecurity. This includes pioneering work in medical sciences, nanoscience, biotechnology, artificial intelligence, green technologies, robotics, learning technologies, and social sciences, with a focus on women's empowerment. One of Amrita University's leading achievements is the world's first wireless sensor network for early detection of landslides. The AI-powered technology is installed in the state of Kerala and the northeastern Himalayas. Since 2009, it has issued advanced warnings numerous times, serving as a lifeline during torrential rains. Amrita University's largest on-the-ground impact is Live in Labs, an internship program in rural India. It is based on Amma's vision that universities should send their students to impoverished villages or city slums. Awakening compassion in their young minds, they are able to directly listen to the problems the poor face and develop practical solutions. Over 1 million beneficiaries, 25 states, students from 30+ institutions worldwide, 300+ projects, and over 400,000 hours in the field. Amma has a dream. Everyone in the world should sleep without fear, if only for one night. Everyone should have enough to eat, at least for one day. There should be one day without violence, when no one is hurt and no one suffers harm. People of all ages should engage in selfless service to the poor and needy, at least for one day. This is Amma's dream. This is Amma's prayer.
As we approach the end of this program, it's my pleasure to extend our heartfelt gratitude to everyone whose unwavering support and invaluable contribution have made this event a grand success. First and foremost, we offer our deepest pranams and sincere gratitude to Sampuja Swami Purnamridhanandapuri for gracing this occasion with his divine presence. Thank you, Swamiji, from the bottom of our hearts. Our sincere thanks to Dr. Balakrishnan Shankar, Dean of School of Engineering, for his warm welcome address and for beautifully highlighting Amrita's vision, values, and unique education philosophy. Thank you, sir. Our sincere appreciation goes to Dr. Prema Nedungadi for her inspiring address and for sharing her invaluable insights on innovation, research, and limitless opportunities that await our students. Thank you, ma'am. We are deeply grateful to Brahmachari Vishwanathamrita Chaitanya for his thoughtful felicitation address and for encouraging our students to embrace the journey ahead with confidence, dedication, and purpose. Thank you, Samji. Our heartfelt thanks to our guest, Ms. Srija Srikumar, and our alumnus, Mr. Harikrishnan Nair, for sharing their inspiring journey and valuable experiences, motivating our students to dream big and strive for excellence. As a token of our gratitude, we would like to present a memento to our esteemed guest and proud alumnus. I invite Dr. Swaminathan J., Professor and Chairperson, Department of Computer Science and Engineering, to present the memento to Ms. Srija Srikumar and Mr. Harikrishnan Nair. Thank you, sir. We also express our sincere gratitude to all our respected faculty members, dedicated staff, and student volunteers for their tireless efforts behind the scenes to ensure the smooth conduct of today's program. We also express our gratitude to ICTS for their technical support and to AOC for their invaluable support in organizing the event. On behalf of Amudha Vishapidam, we extend a special word of thanks to all the parents for placing your trust in us and partnering with us in shaping the future of your ward. To our dear students, once again a heartfelt welcome to the Amudha family. We wish you a fulfilling, enriching, and memorable journey ahead. Thank you all. May now request everyone to kindly rise for the national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल गंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव